Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to NDA Team Dart 2025. And you may recognize we are a whole hour and a half earlier than we anticipated streaming today, and there's a good reason for it. Folks, this bracket is moving along so dang quick, it is unreal. So what happened is this year they made the change from round robin play on the second day to bracket play. That bracket play move may have been the smartest move the NDA could have ever done because, folks, this is absolutely flying. Usually at this point, we're just getting underway with our brackets. It can take an extensive amount of time to get through a 8-person bracket or 8-team bracket is what it usually comes out to be. And right now, this is your hill match, folks. Yeah, you heard me right. This is your hill match for level 1. Over on the back end, we're going to have our 4th place match sooner rather than later. And this is just dumbfounding because at this point last year, like I said, we were just starting off our bracket play, and I think we entered a coverage of 5. This one's going to be done before we even know it. I'm dumbfounded. So, I'll tap on my own back. Kudos to me for taking a look at the brackets earlier when I was sitting in bed because I noticed, I better get down here and start streaming or we're going to miss the whole dang thing. So, A, sorry we're only getting these matches that we're going to get, but B, I'm glad I'm at least getting these matches, right? Oh, man. All righty, anyway. William Stewart here, Nick Teixeira, taking care of a couple meetings that he's needs to attend, so he'll be joining me a little further down the road. So you just have to deal with me in the meantime. Let me pull up all our information here. Because like I said, I panicked. I ran down here and started the feed just quick enough to get this matchup with the Neighbor Bangers and Action Amusement. Neighbor Bangers is going to be DJ Lasher, Jack Heen, Matt Villamore, Nolan Gibson. That's a North Dakota team. Taking on the team of Action Amusement. That's going to be Bill Schollenberger, Jeff Daughtry, Pat Lean, and Trasher Scheller. That is a name and a half. Looks like they're having a laugh about something there. Let me go ahead and get our scoreboard up. This is the first leg of action, so I haven't missed anything here in this final. In action. There we go. And this is a best-of-5 leg battle. Just a reminder of that one. Just like our Masters bracket yesterday. So 291 plays 352. Advantage in the hands of Action Amusement here as Pat, who took 3rd place in last night's senior singles. Playing well across that bracket. He missed out to Doug Barry. Doug Barry went on to double dip Shad Newton to take the final. But Pat does stay on the bull, grabs 2 there. Should be able to clean this up. 1 needed. 1-0. love the hesitation just to have a laugh with your teammates, and he gets it there. So 1-0 in favor of Action Amusement here. You may be able to tell that our hall is a little bit different. They actually started shutting down most of this hall already. Their vendors have commitments for those boards to be places, so this allows them to shut half the room down and go for it. So that is why you see the curtain back there along with the wall. Yeah, it just allows everybody to kind of start taking care of business and working on for the next event, because those events seem to come sooner rather than later. And with it being Wednesday, if they have an event this weekend, yeah, they got to ship those boards out and get them ready for this, to be there and be set up by Friday night, you would assume. How many people in Vegas or compete in Vegas? So there's a total of, I think, 3,400 players for this year's event. Not bad. Not bad at all. We're going to say it started early. Yes, we did start early, a whole hour and a half early. We did not make the adjustment, so we actually held true to the same time of 11 o'clock that we did last year. So next year we'll have to make that adjustment to make sure that, hey, we're going to move it up, make sure we're able to capture as much content as possible. But it's been a learning experience this year. I think the mobile, moving to the mobile side really sped things up. So, yeah, we'll have to move closer, getting closer. Steven says at least some of the indie boys are getting the stream. Yeah, I mean, we get thrown with what we get thrown up here with. It's just sometimes, I mean, you're not guaranteed to see every team. And, I mean, we only get a small viewpoint from this hall. I mean, we've got 3 of the 326 boards. So, whether you like it or not, most people are not getting streamed, let's be honest. But maybe, in the next few years we'll be able to figure out the way to stream more boards. We actually offered to stream a 4th board, but they didn't want that. They wanted, if you're gonna do another board, you need to do the 3 boards. So it'll be a total of 6 boards with all the manufacturers. Douglas, yeah, we're tired. Yeah, we got to be tired. I mean, it's not no weekend event. Usually on weekends events you're tired, but yeah, I mean 6 days, 7 days in Vegas is a little bit difficult. A little bit difficult. At this point, you're thinking about jumping off the casino rather than staying in it. Vegas is just so hard to be in the city for longer than 3-4 days at a time. It's just one of those places, man. And if you've been here, you know what I mean. Especially when you're used to a little bit smaller town living. Good 5 there from Action Amusement, but right now Neighbor Bangers out in front with the point advantage now and houses. That's a solid 7. Just close them at 15s out, gets that done. Looking promising for 1-1. How about this? Look at this. He's got the beer can in hand. He says, I ain't putting this sucker down. I got business to do, both on the board and off. What a moment. Oh, who's this? Who's this? No. We're going to turn you off. I don't know.
Hey, Will, how's it going?
Oh, my God. It's Jen. What's going on?
Not much. Enjoying our last day of coverage. It's been an incredible week.
Yeah, it's been a good one, hasn't it? I mean, NDA has really made a good push this year to make some changes, and those changes have really worked, haven't they? I mean, I was just talking about the bracket play on day 2. That alone has sped things up by a few hours. This is crazy that we're in the hill match here of level 1. Usually we're used to seeing this closer to the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hour.
That's true. It's been a lot more efficient than we could have predicted, so it's been good all around the board for the players, for the live stream, for the vendors. It's been an incredible change this year. Here we go.
Yeah, 1-1 on the board here. In the King Seat match. Do want to say who we've got remaining in this bracket, because of course we've got these two teams. Over on the loser side, Flying High is still in it. That's a team from California of Daniel Winkler, James Rez, Lawrence Willis, and Nictali Riviera. Hopefully we got that right. And then we still have a couple matches in the 5th, 6th area, the High Hatters, sorry, and the Memphis Wolfpack. So a couple familiar teams still in the mix.
I do like the element of similar teams coming back year after year. You start to become familiar with the names.
Yeah.
You've got your classic big hitters, and it's exciting to see the brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you see these teams come year in, year out and compete. Yeah, sometimes there's a subtle change in the players in lineup. You know, maybe a 1 swap out or 2 swap outs, but yeah, those names they just become more familiar every year.
What a way to capitalize on a 2-mark open. That's the best case scenario there.
How about his use of his other hand here?
Oh, yeah.
That is
he can't
perfection.
be bothered. Can't be bothered to put that koozie down. We got to keep that in the hand. Well, you know, like old school players, I remember in the 80s, 90s, would just hold their bottle of beer by the neck and then keep the other darts in the same left hand.
Yeah.
Like, no problem.
Well, it's the same concept for like Canadians as they use the chalk
in the hand.
Yeah, or expo marker.
That was my favorite when Dart Connect came around. People didn't drop the chalk; they still kept it in the hand because they're so accustomed to doing it.
Still to this day, you see like CDC players do it.
That's true.
It's like, dude, you're not even chalking.
Yeah.
What are you? You're not even going to touch the board. What are you doing?
It's mental. It's mental.
It's all mental. I know Gary Mawson's one that frequently does that as well. He hasn't been Canadian since 1994, but he he still has it.
Well, for me, it's with equipment evolving over time, becoming better. They don't really, shafts and flights don't come loose for me anymore, but I still tighten them every round because I'm so paranoid from back in the day of it rattling and coming loose.
Kitty says, used to see him play holding the baby. I've done that one before. I'm going to have to do that one here soon, honestly.
Oh, yeah. I want to see you hit a 180 holding the baby.
Oh, you should ask Roy and them.
Oh, yeah.
You need to ask Roy because I hit I walked the dog on a 9 mark on him with holding the baby, and they were like, "What?" Yeah. Speaking of, Seagraves is gonna message you regarding Bullseyes and Brewski's stuff. So
gotcha.
There you go.
So Chaz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Seagraves, his last name. You know,
yeah.
whatever.
Whatever. I'm used to looking at the names on the front pocket. that's how I associate people.
A little insight from the one and only Jen Mount. She only knows you from the front pocket, folks. That's it.
Or it's a, hey, dude, what's up, girl?
Yeah.
That's the classic.
What's up, girl? Well, at this point in the day, of course, all our German friends have mostly skedaddled on. They're still in the hotel. I think most of them leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
The Spanish players, I believe the same. Most will leave tomorrow, so won't be seeing much of those folks today. But we're still going to have some good ones.
We had a great international challenge, great showing from our international friends. It's been a long week, Will. What are some of your highlight moments?
Oh, you got to go. You got to go with the perfect game.
Perfect
That's got to
cricket
be
leg, yeah.
a highlight from Ricardo Perez. But so many big moments. I mean, even in that singles 0-1, when we brought over the levels 10 through level 18, just absolutely unreal stuff. And the roars that we had from the crowd that was watching on for those guys was epic too. And yeah, I think that. Even Kevin Malenfant, who, former owner of USA Darts, was like, hey, that singles lower level stuff was awesome. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It really was. He's like, I really enjoyed that.
The crowd action was my favorite. That's when you get the rowdiest crowd, is that those lower levels, that local love. They're rooting on their player. They're watching them hit things they never hit before in a big competition. It's something we're all too familiar for us all rising up the ranks in darts.
Well, this Neighbor Bangers team has kind of surprised him here, and they're looking to steal the leg here in leg number 2.
Bang and the Neighbors had control all leg long. They were in a good spot all the way through. Ever since stealing that first open, that 7 mark on 20, it was game over from then on. Here we go.
What level is this? This is level 1, so just under that master's level. If you have any questions for Jen, throw them in the chat. I'm sure she'll answer.
Nope.
them.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
No, I'm here for y'all. Don't you dare ask me what kind of flight you should use, though. There's a whole video.
Yeah, there's a whole dang video about it now. So
good 3 weeks on that one.
Oh, was it 3 weeks?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks about from start to finish.
A gentleman out there was saying, hey, I really like that flight video you guys did. That was awesome. I said, yeah, that took a lot of time. And he goes, really? And I said, about a week of filming and editing and stuff like that. Yeah. So how about 2.5 weeks?
I mean, just planning alone, just grabbing the products off the shelf. That was an entire day.
Well, if you think that's cool, just wait till you see this unreal, literally unreal
don't you
video of Jen Mounts. Yes, it's Jen. She's in disguise, but it's Jen, I swear.
No one will know. They won't know.
No one's going to know. I don't think anybody's going to
know. They won't know. I hope they don't realize it's me.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be so funny. Unfortunate start here for this Neighbor Bangers team, as they only capitalize on the one single mark. Scotty Johnson. It's like Christmas starts coverage on a Wednesday morning. Is it true that you've added Will's action figure to sell the rest of his darts? Oh, my goodness.
No. That's an HR nightmare, folks. We can't do that.
We can't do that at all.
I don't want to scar everyone's children. There's too much hanging in the balance there.
But, guys, please, it's not a joke anymore. Just buy my darts, okay? We need – my job depends on it at this point. I'm afraid I'm going to get fired for bad ideas.
I just want to say for the record, you made it a competition, my dude. It was fine until you started getting competitive.
I knew it wasn't going to be – I knew what was going to happen from the get-go, Jen. And now I'm paying for it with this I'm going to be very nice turd that you hired in Heather.
You guys, we have an amazing digital marketer who's responsible for the memes against the crimes against Will Stewart.
Yeah, you guys think it's Jen. It's not even Jen.
It's not even me. The April Fool's joke, she didn't even run that by me. She just rolled out with it, and I got a call from Will in an instant. I didn't even know what he was talking about. I had to go look it up.
So disappointed in you. Well, let's see if they can make a stand here. Try to make this a 3-1. If not, it'll be a last leg decider for these two.
Yeah, a little bit more of a competitive leg here.
Well, it's an interesting one. You've got the 20s and the 18s here, and we'll see if Action Amusement tries to take this quick look at the 18s. There you go. They do shut it down.
I like the love for the vendors. A lot of the team names are just representing their home local bar, their vendor. It's one of the unique aspects of NDA Team Dart.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's a it's very cool to see the support, whether it be for a sponsor, for the local bar. Yeah, like you mentioned, it's good. And then sometimes you get a team name that's from the Spanish, and it's like, well,
what are we doing?
Yeah, what are you guys doing here? And then I go out and ask them. I say, hey, what does that mean? And they all start laughing. I'm like, enough said. Thanks, appreciate it. I know what that means, and
they thought they were sly with that one, but it's a little on the nose.
Well, I guess it used to be a joke to them for the announcers,
right?
That said their name over the intercom system. Now they don't do that, and they said, well, now it's just a joke on you guys. As all their friends back home laughed at our commentary yesterday because of that.
How about Nick and his fluent Spanish, Will? And his fluent German.
Buddy,
he's killing it all week long.
He is not fluent at all. It is the worst Spanglish and German English I've ever heard in my life.
Good darts there from our neighbor Bangers.
I thought he was talking Pennsylvania Dutch for a little while. Some of us set a reminder to check in for our flight, unlike Nick last night, even though I told him twice.
I was going to ask you, did he make
nope.
it or no?
And then he tried to upgrade. It was $139 to upgrade. He said, Nick. I guess I'm not doing that.
Oh, Nicky Poo.
Still young at heart.
We're not even halfway through. They've got the competitive advantage now here. It's going to be tough for our Action Amusement to come back.
I believe so. I mean, they need to find a wedge here and got to hammer it hard.
We need to bed the 17 a few times. Only a 2-single close for the other team. I like that. I like the pause in the middle of the action because this is one of those clutch moments that people don't realize how powerful a 2-single close will be here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Every once in a while, just take that deep breath when you step to the throw line, just to ensure you're ready to go. You don't want to rush things at times. It can really be detrimental.
He mentally prepared, but he went for the double 17, which was the downfall there. The 2 singles, I would have aimed about a ½ inch above the double in that instance.
Oh. What do you think is more booming right now, darts or cornhole? That's a toughie because cornhole's at a different level where they are actually getting that ESPN presence.
They also have a unified organization nationwide, so they don't have all these competing organizations like we've had in darts for decades and decades. So darts is a far older sport than cornhole, but it's tough. So it's like when you have something new and it's on the rise, like pickleball, like cornhole, and anyone can do it in their backyard at any time of the year, really. It's something easy that you can drag in and out of your house, and it's a nice family affair, easy to learn. There's really no strategy per se in comparison to darts.
Yeah, I say right now, advantage cornhole.
Yeah.
But with the trending success that darts is having right now, you never know. We could give it 10 years. We could make that trend where we're the more dominant force. We'll see.
Oof. Still in a good spot for our neighbor Bangers here.
Yeah, they're in a great position here.
They're just outmarking the other team.
That's it. I mean, you're talking 275, 28, whole mark advantage, 3-4, 3-6.
Yeah. Action Amusement hanging by a thread. It's still possible. I can't tell you how many games I've somehow managed to survive on the 15s, if not the bowls, especially in soft tip. I would say in steel it'd be guaranteed over, but you never know here. Oh, and he shuts it down. And goes for some insurance on the 19s.
Let's say you almost need a beg for a miss.
Have we seen many very close cricket legs, Will, this week? Anyone forcing the bowls? And
oh, yeah. I mean, we've seen a few of those. I mean, you always do in this big of a bracket or big of a pool. So, yeah, I mean, we've seen a few of those 1,000-point games as well, which are really gritty, where you're hammering it on the 20s and 19s forever, and then all of a sudden someone finally decides, all right, I got to shut this down. 600 points in.
7 bulls to 2, I believe, here. It's possible with a lucky miss on the
Hey,
upcoming play.
you gotta rely on a miss.
If we can get a double. Oh, goodness.
There you
Now
go.
it's a 2 to 3 race.
Yep, 389, 333. Granted, I mean 18s or 19s and 16s.
That's true, too. Yeah. I'm not even thinking about that yet.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, how can they survive? That's step 1. And then we worry about the rest.
You got to go points here, right?
Yeah.
He does
Oh,
not.
he went for it.
So this is moments here. You can't commit to a close. You almost have to just stay on the bulls again. 75 ties it up.
Beautiful. Wow.
Gets the double with the last. Big hit. Big hit. Pulls him out in front.
This got interesting, Will,
Does, didn't it?
honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
They got me right back in. But when you have a cricket number like 19 open, I'd be scared. He's going to stay there. Oh, he banged the neighbor. Just as expected. You can't jinx yourself like that with a team name like Neighbor Bangers. Come on now. Well, we have winning darts in hand. Let's see what happens. No double bull to get ahead, so he's going to one more would be smart. Yes. My goodness.
Yeah, it's a good hit.
I got it.
508, 465. They're doing what they need to do here.
Honestly, for Action Amusement with their NPR, that's amazing that they're getting to the point where they're hitting this many bulls. Sometimes that adrenaline kicks in. You're like, I just need to do what needs to get done, and this is the end. So
Okay, take your shot here. 508, 503.
wow.
Here we go. You go 19s first here. You got to go 19. No, you got to go 19s first.
Some people need that confidence boost to just get that dart out of their hand on that 16, but he went straight for it. Oh,
Look.
my goodness.
And that's why you play it that
Wow.
way. That is why you play it that way, because if you don't hit the 19, the triple,
right.
then you can't take the look.
So that's your contingency plan. You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Yeah, so, I mean, big time play,
Wow.
and that's going to steal it away.
My goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Absolutely stellar.
They're buzzing. They're buzzing here.
Wow.
Look at this team.
I would be too. I mean, you were down and out, and all of a sudden you just collect. Big time collection too.
I believe they hit 10 bulls within that span to be able to get ahead, and a very, very timely miss without hitting a single point to be able to hit that close. That was excellent.
Can I just say something?
Go for it.
That kind of looks like Sean Green out there.
Well, the chin strap's throwing me off, but
The chin strap's throwing you
I'll
off,
give it to you.
But
I'll
the
give it
hat
to you.
with the A to Z jersey just
the height, the
and,
hat.
It threw me off. I'm like, Sean, what are you doing here?
I don't know, the full arm sleeves. When you get up a little closer, I'm like, you're losing.
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
but,
yeah.
But when I
From a
saw what you meant,
distance,
I
from a
saw what you
distance.
meant when he was approaching the line.
From a distance.
That's hilarious. This is going to be a memorable year for me. We've had an incredible year of action. Some semi-viral content coming out with some unique grips and throws.
Semi-viral?
Semi-viral, you know, in retrospect.
Did you see the comment about something I just posted on our Flamingo when he says, not going to lie, this kind of slaps. do more of these.
That's awesome. I mean, it's entertaining, you know? It's like
just seeing different unique grips or stances or something like that. And it just goes to show you that everybody can play this game.
Oh, yeah.
It's just finding something that works out for you and keeping consistent, and you never know. You never know.
I think people pick on Americans for their throwing mechanics, but we saw Flamingo with Mario from Germany. We had some really interesting grips and throws. I wish we had time to capture it all, but really their matches start so quick with these brackets being run so fast with all digital CompuSport this year. I have to make sure to time it right when they're practicing, and that's not always possible with matches live neighboring these guys.
Well, we didn't even really have much time to take care of those normal interviews that we do and what have you, because we were just so busy doing the stream, and it was being run so quick. How can you pull somebody, you know?
Yeah.
So that is unfortunate, but still lots of great action, lots of great content. It's still going to come your way. Big 7.
Big 7 mark from Sean Green.
Fake Sean Green. Jeremy says, send Jen to Whammo. Get her on the mic.
I've never been to Wisconsin, Jeremy. I keep saying I'm going to make it someday.
Caleb, no Nick today. Yes, he's here. He's taking care of a meeting or two, but he'll be with us after he is done there. So apparently he just tries to double work, and he can't even work efficiently with one job. No, I'm just kidding. He does great. So, yeah, taking care of a couple things in the background.
Yeah, he's a bit overstretched, but thanks for the love, you guys.
Yeah, yeah. You got Jen here, and you're caring
Come
about
on now.
caring about Nick.
Come
Get
on
outta
now,
here.
Nick who? Nick who? Wow.
Yeah, 3 singles.
I like the celebration of the 3 singles. They're like, yeah, there you go. And it's sometimes people forget how important 3 marks per round can be in certain spots like this.
Just to get you back in front. I
Yeah,
mean, that's key. Then it kind of stops them from potentially taking those numbers out. But I mean, they could take the shot with a single 18. But I don't imagine they'll do that. Yeah, he stays true on the 18s. It's just it's a difficult look if you try to do that. You're going to put yourself at a disadvantage.
I think if it were me, if I had 4 marked the 18, then maybe I would have poked the 19 close, something like that. But it's just tough. Stellar on the 19s.
That's a good 5.
Same position. We can triple 18 to point ahead. We can go for the close. But that'd be risky. Ooh, just above.
Fro 2. Yeah, of course we're going to get some shorts of those ladies, too. I should get Abby Spot because of her javelin dart she throws. They're freaking massive. Isaiah saying, will you be covering Team 1 the whole way? Yeah, that's pretty much all we'll cover today, it looks like, because they're already in this 4th place position on F4, so the board right next to this one. So we'll transfer over to that after this matchup. And then from there, it's only 2 more matches. So that's absolutely unreal, but everybody's in the same position.
Wow, beautiful. Close match here. They're keeping it pretty dramatic towards the end.
That they are.
Oh, an untimely miss. They've lost their advantage here now. If we miss 20 here, is he going to go back to... Oh, he got his confidence dart out of the way, and he's going to go straight for that point ahead. And he's looking up. Oh.
Well off the intended target with that last one. But
that's adrenaline right there.
Exactly. That was just an adrenaline spike there.
That's where you need self-awareness. Are you the type of player that's susceptible to that? Then you got to take a beat.
I like the play on the 19. He took away that. Got a big shot to extend the advantage, and then like you said, took out that 19.
It paid off for him though, because we didn't see the point ahead from Action Amusement, and now 3 single 20s could go a long way. Plenty of room left. Beautiful. Just throw the exact same way. Absolutely well done. Got a little lazy on the last start, but all good there. Do we bed the 16s here, Will?
Yeah, I think so. You got to bed the 16s and at least give yourself a scoring option.
He looked at it, and I knew, I don't know why.
I don't
know why.
about that. Yeah, last dart, I think you stay there on the 48. At least to push you out in front, especially with it being a last leg decider here, yeah,
Yeah.
you're not going to be out of the event. You're going to go to that third place position, have a fighting chance,
Yeah.
but give yourself the best odds possible.
There's also something to be said about strategy when you're playing with pairs play or quads, anything like that. In singles, that's the only time I'll be a little more aggressive, but with partners, no way. I'd love to see a Boom Goes the Dynamite from Mr. Doppelganger Sean Green. It's not going to be this time, though.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Oh, wow, a double close on the 16.
Yeah, big time shot to close that number. Pat's forced to the 15s here.
Oh, unfortunately, we really needed to bed the 15 at the very bare minimum, a 7 mark, but this is going to be real tough for Action Amusement here, unless their bulls catch fire.
And only grabs the single. Ouch. There's a big triple. Anything else is just bonus.
I would have went full on that last start, but he was probably just feeling the groove. He had a nice tight grouping and just wanted to maximize his scoring potential on the marks, but missed a little high.
Well, go for the Bulls here, at least for a start.
Yeah.
Try to get this win. There's 2.
Oh.
Not able to find the last, but they're going to have a little bit of time on their side. Not able to get a game shot here for Action Amusement.
He's looking, nope, he's looking back at Bull.
Yeah, just take a
Why
shot.
not? You have to go for it. The single mark isn't going to make a difference.
No.
You just got to get it done. Because we do not have winning darts in hand for Action Amusement. Oh, a little high.
Yeah, that one hole out.
A trick that helps me is when I'm in that situation, I think I'm playing 0-1, and I'm just opening up on Fat Bull. I'm just trying to score points rather than hitting a mark at the end of the match. That's like a rapid Ricky throw there. He's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's pretty quick with it. Once again, though, 1 bull needed. Should be able to work off that barrel, you would think.
Field goal. Oh, all around it.
Just delaying the inevitable. But more and more opportunities.
We have winning darts in hand now.
And
so
this is, this is a game shot.
we saw it last leg. Can we see it again? Come on, double.
Has to stay. Can't grab the leg, or can't grab the bull to extend that point advantage. And right back to Neighbor Bangers for the win.
There he goes. Congratulations to our Neighbor Bangers for a very close, dramatic 3-2 win.
Yeah, you ain't lying. They'll have the hill in our level 1 event here. And we're going to head on over to the Phoenix board where we have another matchup. This is our 4th place matchup, actually, from this same bracket. Let me pull up our team name here as we go back to level 1.
Very similar deja vu situation. We're just on a bull race here.
Yeah, flying high, taking on Memphis Wolfpack.
Oh, goodness. Four bowls for the win. Can Mr. Juan do it?
We'll have to see what the score line is, too, here, but
This is our opening leg. Double bowl for the win. Oh, goodness.
not quite. Yeah, round 13 of 25. This may be leg number 1.
Yeah.
Could be 2, but I believe it's leg number 1. But we'll have to go out and double check. But has match darts here, or leg darts. 2 bulls needed. There it
Beautifully
is.
done.
Big time shot.
Gotta love missing a little left and right. You got all that room left in the bowl. Fantastic finish there. Will's gonna pop out and just see what our score line is, folks. Action brought to you live at the Westgate Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is our annual soft tip event, NDA Team Dart. Anyone that's having a little bit of FOMO out there, you can absolutely learn how to qualify for this event. If you want to come in for some of that team action, some of the singles play, the international challenge, go to ndadarts.com. Click on events and then NDA Team Dart. Or just go the lazy method like most people and ask your local crowd, ask your local vendor how you can get involved, if you can qualify. Very typical. Play leagues to qualify in, a certain number of games needed. I always say it's absolutely worth it for women to get involved. They have that special Pink Ladies event. They had 215 women's doubles teams involved with that, raising awareness for breast cancer. It's absolutely incredible. 3,400 players were in the room this week. It is just such a massive venue. That's why they had to come to the Westgate to be able to have enough room. 326 dartboards, I believe. It's just an incredible atmosphere.
Yeah, just the first leg there, so.
Oh, perfect. All right.
And I left you with. Usually I can just leave Nick and he'll know what to do, but
Yeah,
you're not going to figure that out.
You left me alone to just talk, so that's fine.
She's not going to be able to work the board here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right, flying high. Yeah, 1-0 advantage their way. Yeah, big shout out. I just talked to Rachel, the I say president.
Executive director.
Yeah, exactly. she's executive director here of the NDA. Pretty much identical, same thing. But
well, they rotate out their president every year, so Rachel's got tenure is how I think of it. She's
Tenure.
a hardcore full-time employee there for NDA.
Sweet. I was just talking to her, and she's like, "Is the curtain okay?" And whatnot. I was like, "This is great. They've been able to." They made the change. We made the change to a new area this year, and a couple things maybe they were like, oh, we didn't think about that, that kind of moment. But they've handled it well, and kudos to them for making the change that they did to allow us to keep streaming today, because there was like, well, did we even stream today? Did we not? Is it, that kind of situation? But
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how much time goes into tearing down the event, so they start halfway through the room early on the last day.
Oh, that's setting up the event, too.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's multiple days, yeah.
I mean, just the stream side alone, you're talking a full day. I mean, 6 to 8 hours of setup.
Because it's not just setup, you got to test as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, a lot of testing when it comes to broadcasting. You have networking issues. You got to work with an unknown hotel venue.
Granted, this one is pretty easy to work with. The Westgate's always
very accommodating.
Handled it they've always been great to us. So good 5 for Carl there, aka the Hitman. I'm liking the NWO on the back of their jersey.
Yeah.
20s and 18s in favor of flying high. But the Wolfpack can take a look here. I mean, it's an aggressive look. So, yeah, they stay true on the 19s. Probably the smarter decision.
Sometimes it throws me off a bit. The player change is a little bit different timing on each of the boards, so I expect it to be like instantaneous. And for me, I would probably approach the line wrong every time.
Well, that's what I talked to Nick. That was the hardest thing when we were playing our match, and that's always the hardest thing
Yeah.
for me on a soft tip board is
Yeah.
approaching the line because I have no sense of timing when that player change is going to kick over. And on steel tip, I'm right on your dang heels if I'm playing you. I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. Even online remote, I'm throwing as they're punching in their score. I just trust it.
I'll Gerwin Price if you're not moving. I'll throw one right over your shoulder and you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. But that's how quick I am to the line.
Yeah.
So, yeah, playing on a soft tip board, you've really got to, especially with the different manufacturers, you've really got to be cautious and stay out of that zone until it kicks over and then do your approach. Oh, big triple. Not enough to give him the advantage. So I get rid of this 20, no doubt, if you're Wolfpack. Just even a fat single right off the bat will work, but I'd be tempted to 2 19s and then look up. Yep.
He gets it done. He's looking down at 19. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay.
It's always crazy to see people's approach to it, whether they go first or last on that dart to close.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing that consistency of if you're not feeling as confident going for the single close, even being behind sometimes, just knowing like, okay, it's a little bit less pressure than hitting the triple. For me, a lot of the time, it's just getting that first dart out of my hand, especially like overcoming dartitis. It's a little bit different just depending on what little kicks and tendencies you have. Probably looking at 2 19s for a shot at 18 maybe. Oh, he's going to stay there now. Thinking. Or just resetting. But yeah, it's going to stay on the 19, which would be the right call here.
Yeah, gathers a 2. But, I mean, one big triple. That's all that's needed to push him out in front.
It's a tough transition, though, going from 18 to 19 sometimes for people.
And only grabs the single 18. That's a toughie.
Yeah. Sometimes at the elite level, I'll see people skip over that 18 if they notice their opponent struggling on it. They'll go straight transition 19, 17, get more houses and create more pressure onto people. It's just always interesting psychologically what might happen to your opponent depending on what you do.
Well, he took a shot at the 18s. Was not able to find it. Back to flying high, starting on the 19s here. Or starting on the 18s here, sorry.
We need a triple bad. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So I stay.
He's figuring out how to squeeze it in there because he's got 2 blocking darts above and below, unfortunately. I don't know if coming in from the right side angle is correct. Oh, well, he makes it in there.
Somehow or another makes it in there.
Yeah, I would have imagined you maximize your deflection chance by coming in at the angle like that with the top dart blocking you. Same situation, yeah. Everyone needs a triple to get ahead. There he goes. He's got some cushion now for Memphis Wolfpack. That's the big round we've been waiting for. Something interesting about this player, he closes his eyes, he blinks before he releases the dart. So I wonder if he's clearing his vision, but that would actually make my vision go blurry.
Yeah, it's kind of Kind of interesting that he does do that.
Who was the player in Las Vegas Open that essentially had a full close the Japanese player?
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm totally blanking on her name, but that was fascinating to watch.
Yeah, it's out there. She made a good run versus Dita Hedman
Yeah.
in the finals.
I
I'm
want to
pretty sure. So
say
it
was
was
it
definitely
silver
a
501,
Japanese
something
player.
like that?
Yeah, I believe it was the silver.
We still have
Number 16.
number 60 for the Pink Pony Club count. we need to do a graphic to put out there when we have our final number.
We may need to.
And that's just counting when you guys are in the hall, right? Like you're,
Yeah.
you know.
There's definitely been more than that.
Yeah. Wow. He is relentless, pointed ahead to have a near 100-point lead and closes the 18. That is a power move there to give themselves a bit of a breather the second half of this cricket leg.
And I pushed to the 17s. Only 2. Yeah, I mean, if you're Wolfpack, go ahead. Take your chances. Steal away those 17s as well, because if you hit a 4, you're still pointing.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Can we see a white horse? Oh!
Get a big roar from the crowd. Dave says, you need a sideline reporter in these, left hand. We are. We're right next to him. We're the sideline reporters. Who won the last match with Neighbor Banger? Man, you need to stay and watch us more is what you need to do.
My goodness, folks.
No, I mean, our hill has been decided here in level number 1. It'll be Neighbor Bangers on the hill.
Admirable try to catch up at the very tail end of this leg. But yeah, folks, you can just go to CompuSport to follow along the brackets. Search up NDA Team Dart, and it's real straightforward. You can drag on through, see the whole battle right before your eyes with those brackets. You can look at match results. Everything's digital online. Wow. Dominating this leg. They're coming a lot. He even went back for points, Will.
Yep.
What is going on here? They just want to guarantee they're going to have a chance to swoop in for a 2-1 win. This is just to tie up the match.
Do you got a question in the chat about the format? So, it'll be doubles for your first 4, and then your last leg decider is going to be a team. So everybody will play on that last leg decider. So that's where the confusion is. 4-person team, but they do split it in the first 4 to doubles. Brett has the point advantage of 100, almost 100. Yeah, just go for the double single to make it 1-1.
See, that's why on the previous turn I would have poked a bull for my opponent to make it infinitely easier. I think only needing 2 bulls versus 3 is just a big psychological change for your mentality approaching the line, even having that much cushion. I mean, you're also 3 houses ahead. The go for the 19 on that last start was crazy to me. He is laser focused here from flying high. Oh, can't get the last one, but still a good try to survive. All right, Carl, let's see it. Let's see it. Give it to us.
Yeah, just give us the 1. And he does. 1-1.
Their team
Nicely
morale
done.
is boosted right now.
As we'll get set up for leg number 3.
Tell you what, I would not be the resident board setter-upper on my team. I would kick back, and I'd be a cheerleader.
Definitely not. I would. You got that, don't you?
Yeah.
No thanks. Although I'll be honest, there's been a couple times where I've had to go out there and fix the board for some of these guys.
Oh, I believe
and
it.
they don't realize that I don't know what I'm doing. And I just figure it out on the fly because I don't play any soft tip.
You're the streamer. You're the referee. You're the you're the bracket runner.
The only board I see normally is my grand board at home. So, yeah, that's – and I don't even play on that.
Yeah.
But maybe offhandedly 15 to 20 minutes at a time. By the way, folks, I mean, the only darts I played was the league. Like, I didn't practice much so it ain't like I'm playing a ton of darts these days.
That's kind of my spot, too. My league is my practice, which is terrible. No one
Yeah.
have that mentality, please. If you want to get better at darts, don't just use league for practice. But, yeah, that's the spot I'm in 2 months into playing darts again.
Well, I'll be honest. The last thing I want to do is go home and play darts after being in a dart tournament for all week. So
yeah.
give it a little break and
Yeah.
then go on. But, yeah. Oh, this Memphis Wolfpack started off well. I mean, has the 20s and 19s, and Flying Highs pushed to the 18s early.
Yeah.
And nothing successful there. So, I don't know. I think you point one and go to these 18s.
Yeah. It's
Just-
especially with that slow start.
I mean, or you could just take the 18s if you really wanted to, but it's almost. I don't know. They're forced to set. I don't disagree with the play.
Not at all. I mean, they had the 3 marks per round open, especially with the 1 marks following. Like, that's what I keep saying is when you look at the overall average skill level, if you can hit 3 single marks per round, you're better than the majority of players. And putting too much pressure on yourself to think you're going to hit a triple every round is just unrealistic. Not able to come back here. That is a tough time to miss so early on, but you never know. I mean, we've seen some amazing comebacks already just in the past couple legs. If I'm Carl at this point, I'm closing 18. I'm moving right on to 17. I'm just going to steamroll through, not even waste time on points yet with having a 3-house advantage. He's already maximizing on the 18. Fantastic. Going right down to 17. Oh, my goodness. He went back up because he felt that dart was good. He had it in his bank, in the memory bank. That's not a bad play. It's funny how much darts is feel. And I think a lot of people don't understand that when they're trying to analyze what's happening in the match. You have to do what feels right that you know is repetitive.
Exactly. You got to do what feels right to an instance, because if you feel uncomfortable, you're not gonna collect anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Or if you don't agree with your own strategy. How many times have we seen that? Someone just debating, their eyes are shifting, last second they look somewhere and throw, and you have to stop, commit, and go for what you want to do that you feel good at throwing at. Wow. James going up for points, just they're not feeling the 17 right now. But that's why I would say that aiming for the big wedge, the 3 single mark close, or at least just a half inch below the triple on the 17, would be making all the difference for them to just aggressively dominate this leg. I think Flying High's spirit's just broken. I don't think collecting the points is just necessary at all.
Yeah. I mean, big time advantage right now to this Wolfpack team. You can see it 99 their way.
Yeah. Yeah, see, he's still aiming at the triples, my point. You already missed high, so then I would have looked low and just collected the close. Like, just take your time and make the darts count and have a clutch moment rather than the higher mark per average.
I agree. In that instance, you don't really need to collect on the triple. Sometimes a close is all you need. And I learned that.
I've just seen it a million times with
well,
elite
I
players
learned that.
too.
I played Gates 3 years in a row at AirCap.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I played him in cricket the first time, and I was like, oh, man, I played good. played better the next time, and I was like, oh, I played good. I played better the next time. I lost every one.
Yeah.
And I realized that Leonard just did what he had to do
Yeah.
to win the game and didn't care what he averaged because
Exactly.
he knew he was going to win. I think
Yeah.
the first one I averaged a 270, he averaged a 3. I was like, oh, that was decent. No, that's just Leonard being Leonard and just closing singles when he needs to. So if you can just do your close, who cares what the average is at the end of the day? If you get the win,
That's one
that's
of
it.
the biggest things I wish I told myself, or I wish someone told me 10 years ago, is the moment you begin exclusively caring about average, that's how you plateau.
Yep.
That's how you develop dartitis. That's how you, what's the word? Choke. That's how
Yep.
you choke in pressured situations.
Yep. Now, granted, the last time I played him, there was like 4 ones. So I was like, I felt good about that one. That was good. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And he averaged a 4.4 and shut me up. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather average a 2 and win than average a 4 and lose. So.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Once again, thanks for joining us here for our coverage of Level 1 team event here. All our Masters divisions have concluded, and they'll come tonight possibly for the mixed doubles. Granted, we won't be bringing any coverage of that one because we will have to tear it down, but a little bonus coverage for our last day here of this team event. Still some big-time meaningful darts here for these guys, and a team title always feels good, no matter what level you're in.
Yeah. I mean, I might be in the minority here, but I always loved pairs play. I always performed better because it wasn't for myself. It was for someone else that I cared about. And not everyone is motivated in that way, but my best favorite memories and my best performances are always in ladies pairs for some reason.
Nope. I'm a singles guy.
You're a singles lady?
I don't want to rely on anybody else. But Nick asked me this one. He said, "Have you ever played in a 4-man team?" I said, "No," and I would be kind of interested in.
Yeah.
If I would really enjoy it, because I'm a rhythm shooter and I don't really
Oh,
like.
you'd hate it. I can tell you that
yeah.
right now.
I don't like sitting there waiting.
No.
But
yeah.
also it'd be nice because I know I'd play with friends and then I'd cheer them on as well. So every dart, whether you're throwing or not, would be pressure. So, I would love to do it sometime, but.
Yeah, it's all about spirit and mentality because you're already worried, oh, I don't want to rely on someone else.
Yes.
But I'm more like, I want to perform for someone else, and I don't care what they do. I'm there for them. I'm there to make it easier on them. Setting up a nice double, an easy 32, setting up a simple 1-bull close, 2-bull close in cricket. It's kind of exciting to kind of shift the mentality a bit. In singles, I feel a little just too introverted, too lonely.
Shaggy saying is using league for practice better than practicing at the end of an extended happy hour. Got to the bar at 5 p.m. and it's now 12:30 a.m. Buddy, where are you located? Because it's 12:30 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. Are you still on a bender here? What's up, bud? What's up, bud?
Memphis Wolfpack absolutely dominated that last leg. I think it could have been over in half the time had they trucked along, poking singles at the bottom half of the board.
Yeah. Flying Eye gets the start here. It needs to be a good one, too.
So what goes through your mind, Will, when you're approaching a leg of cricket and you're opening?
Don't freaking miss.
Don't miss.
Don't miss the single. Just get 3 fats.
Oh, you think that?
Yeah, and that's a terrible thought, to be honest. I should just go up with ease and know what I'm going to hit. But right now, my thought has always been just hit the 3 fats, and it's embarrassing, to be honest, because I know I'm a player that can hammer
Open
a
up
7.
A 7, yeah.
But I just feel like my confidence still isn't there. And yeah, I played a good league, but on a soft hit board, it's different, You
know what's funny is you've got players that are the opposite, where they've just played for so long, they don't need to continue practicing and stay up with their form to have confidence.
Yeah.
And they might, what do you call it, bagel? They might bagel every round, but they still have that confidence because they're like, I've been playing for 20 years. Yeah. But they don't put in the practice. So I find that interesting. And they'll underperform, but their mentality never really breaks. And I'm the opposite, where if I haven't been putting in the time every day, no matter how long I've been playing, I don't rely on my context and skill to think that that's going to carry me through, but it usually does. It's kind of interesting. Sometimes I would rather be going second on the 19s. In some way, it feels less pressure to be behind. Like I'm not the one setting the tone to be dominating someone. I mostly just want to. I like being in the survival situation. That's when I throw my best darts because it feels like I just have to even be competitive, rather than how much can I impress or how much can I break someone's spirit. It's just not in my nature. I'm a little too much of a people pleaser to come in killer, opening up 1080 or White Horse, or my favorite, Trip 20, Trip 20, Trip 19.
Ooh, sorry, Jen. Handling
Oh, you're fine.
some work on the back. The old missus texted me, and
It's not like you're about to have a baby or anything.
you weren't supposed to say that on live,
Oh my
Jen.
god! Oh my god! I completely forgot. I thought you already said
Well,
it.
now everybody knows.
Oh my god!
So
I'm so sorry.
So fun
dude.
fact, everybody.
No. Just steamroll through it, and then everyone will forget about it.
So fun fact, everybody.
I'm hammered.
Yeah.
It's 10:30. I don't know what I'm saying, guys, folks.
Well, now you guys know that it's been. I've been waiting on a phone call potentially to be running home.
Jesus, you put me on the mic one day. Nope.
Ram gets you with the
delete,
wow.
Just delete all the chat that's coming in. Nothing happened.
Oh my!
It's early. We don't have
goodness.
peak viewership. It's fine.
Absurd. Jen, I'm telling Hannah, it's all your
No,
fault.
just tell her. I messed up. I fully own it.
It's no biggie. At this point, we're close enough. It's going to be announced probably tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny. Flying
Back
high.
to the match.
Yeah, flying high with the advantage by 4 here. 2 houses.
Will, I'm genuinely sorry. I'm genuinely
You're
sorry,
good.
dude. It's day 7 with little sleep, and I lost it. I lost it. I'm normally great about those situations.
It's excellent.
I didn't even tell anyone at work, like way back when you first said it. Oh Lord, folks, this has been my last hurrah. You'll never see me again. I'm gonna switch to cornhole, and it's been great. Thanks so much for all your support. Oh, unfortunate on the player change didn't auto. He's going back to fix it. There we go. Or it was just the last.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got a miss mark. There we go. Sometimes in those situations, I'll just throw my last dart and then go fix everything. But we'll see what happens here. I mean, they have the lead, you know. He was going for a safe point ahead. Even a single 17 would be helpful. But a wonderful marker dart to throw a little bit harder and stack just above in the triple, excuse me. So used to steal. So used to it. Gosh.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.
Oh,
my
no.
wife says, laugh out loud,
No,
surprise.
No, Hannah, you're not watching live. You're not watching live. Stop it.
Yeah, so Bryson will have a new baby sister here soon.
I'm telling you,
We'll
man,
let it go.
just roll right
it's-
over it, and everyone will. It'll be like it didn't happen.
It's cat's out of the bag now, Jen.
Oh,
You've done it.
gosh, I can't.
I'm never gonna let you live it down. I'm gonna tell our boss too, Tori, that you did this.
Oh my gosh.
File the suit. She's
I'm
so
mortified.
embarrassed right now.
No, I feel terrible.
You shouldn't.
Oh,
It's
gosh.
totally all right. Trust me. Yeah,
I'm
it's
supposed to be the
totally
one
right.
keeping it together over here.
The reality is Jen never is able to keep it together.
I'm the secret hot mess of the group.
That's it.
Stays on that point. They're not messing around. They're behind 1-2.
Yeah,
I don't blame
yeah.
them. You know, they really want to come back here.
Yeah, Memphis. I think you just stay true on the 16s, to be fair. I mean, it's a dangerous play because you know they have the 20s, but if you take a shot, it's detrimental.
Gosh,
Stay.
are we gonna bed?
Come on!
Yes!
What a big 9. That is absolutely huge in those circumstances. You're forcing now flying high to collect on 2 triple 20s before they even take a stance. And I would say the same statement. They need to stay on the 20s. Almost a little bit of a blocker flight there.
Yeah, it is so hard to fix down in that situation. I find I like missing low into the baby wedge, especially depending on the arc of your flight. But 3 singles at the very least. We've got a chance to close here. There is no better feeling than nailing that trip 20. I love transitioning straight down into the 17 as well. Let's see what happens. It's tough. Do you go for the trip or do you 3 single close? You've committed. You just need to do it. You've got to close. Brilliant. Brilliant play. That's how you keep your cool and make something impactful. Sure, it's not a 6 mark, but it took care of a powerful, comfortable number that everyone loves to score on. And now we have suddenly a much more competitive leg here.
Yeah, I mean, 17's up for flying high. Needs to gather the triple here. Single 17 isn't enough. A no 17 on the last start is even worse.
I think a bit of an early release there. That's an unfortunate one. We often miss high and to the left with an early release, folks. Oh, Brett switching to the 17 on that second dart. I don't understand why, especially if you're missing that far left and low. He kind of repeated that, copying that groove and that feel. That's a tough one. Three single darts can change this for flying high. thinking high noons. I said flying noon.
These Chad has some pretty good ideas right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What? Hit me
Especially
with it.
Ram. Got to clip Jim saying that for your post.
No, Ram. Ram, don't.
For your
Ram,
announcement.
Ram, what have I ever done to you?
We're
I
clipping it.
thought we were friends. We've been so cordial.
And I'm gonna guess the cat's out of the bag
But
here on
don't
this
do
one.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm already fired. That's just kicking me while I'm down.
Oh, really? That sounds familiar. Huh? Maybe like somebody's dart sales, huh?
So mean to you. I'm sorry.
Isn't it kind of a
Oh,
coincidence
bud.
how that happens? Oh, this is kicking me when I'm down.
It's just so funny. We can't help it. Oh my gosh.
I've been kicked to the curb about 17 times, and I've already been down and out.
Oh,
I was already knocked out, and you keep kicking me.
Those memes are the equivalent of a curb stomp for you. I'm so sorry.
I'm just going to say it, and I'm sorry. Jen, you're a real jack. You're a real jackass.
What? Okay, if I may, it's a team effort that's coming at you. It's a full forced company effort
my
against you.
gosh.
Oh. You dish it out, though. You can dish it out, too. So it's a back-and-forth battle. But what I love, actually, is the amount of people that come to your rescue. There are some hardcore Will Stewart fans out there.
Thank goodness.
And
There's 7 of them
they
that
come
really,
in hot.
that really jump on the
Will-
trend to save me.
Will and I were playing some Phoenix practice games the other day. Crowd of people are like, yeah, Will, get her. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? Rude.
You know, it was kind of crazy that we did have a crowd watching us.
I kind of did. I'm going to be straight up honest. I just didn't even realize until like the last party game we were playing. And I was like, oh, I guess that's happening.
Good 5 for flying high there. Pulls them back into the advantage point. Memphis made it interesting, but now they've kind of slipped here, at least the last few rounds.
Yeah. At least a close would have prevented some further pointing, maximizing on darts. So we'll see what happens. I mean, anything can happen. It's pretty close in points. We only have the two-house advantage potentially here. If no bulls get marked, I think we might see Memphis come back up. Potentially even another chance. Oh!
Ooh.
Good last. He saves himself on that one. My goodness. I sometimes I don't even think to go for the double in cricket, but in a desperate attempt to get that done, he goes for it.
It's becoming the new trend. I mean, we're seeing the double-double finishes in 01, but doubles becoming more prevalent in cricket. It used to be, hey, there's no doubles in cricket.
Right.
BS. That's on the dartboard. It's a part of the game.
Especially when you have blocker darts. Actually, that was a really, really good play by Flying High. Okay, so kind of like what I was thinking, if no one marks the bull on Memphis Wolfpack, we've got a potential to come back here, but it's going to be tough. Oh, I'm sorry. I got it flipped around. I was thinking the scores were flipped. My fault there.
Yeah. It's like, what you talking about?
Yeah, that was their chance to point ahead. Oh,
Yep.
That was just a miss, a little low. I think we need 7 bowls just a point ahead, so it's going to be a prayer is going to have to be said for a couple donut rounds from Flying High, but it looks like it's going to be their game to tie us up 2-2.
Yeah, we'll head to the last leg decider in our 4th place matchup. That's what it looks like. And I'm going to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if the rest of our matchups are last leg deciders.
Yeah. Well,
ouch.
You never know. You really never know. I mean, sometimes people build it up in their head so much, like it's such an easy bull close that they start to lose control, and then the adrenaline rushes in, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm not able to hit it, and we could see something special. A little nod from Brett, like, okay. Well, we got the bulls closed, but we still need 4 marks to point ahead. It's a tough spot. Really tough spot.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm going to frantically check Ram's page to make sure nothing's coming out.
They wouldn't do that. They'll leave it to me to announce it on pages, but
yeah, we're good. We're good.
Quit worrying about it.
No.
Hannah's only going to call you later, and
Oh my gosh. Oh, Hannah.
And really,
I ruined our friendship. It'll never be the same.
That is real, though. It'll never be the same. Not never, ever. I mean, getting the bulls here.
Wow.
Surely they're not going to miss another bull, right?
That would be 3 in a row.
Surely they're not going to miss another bull,
I
right?
don't think so. I think he gets the one. He might even just flight into points and then start going there. We're on round 17 out of 25. I think I don't know. It's so close now. If he's wildly off and doesn't feel like he's got that marker to walk the line, like that's a little outside, maybe he goes down to 17. Yeah, and he does. He does do that. You need one more to make it worth it. Oh! Oh, he gets it done anyway.
And a big celebration, too.
Wow.
1 leg left here in this one. It's 2-2. So we'll head to that last leg decider.
predictions here, Will.
Whoever gets the cork's going to get the leg. I
think so?
I think.
I don't know. We saw. I might be even thinking about the previous match. I think you're right. Yeah.
I mean, we did have a break here in this one.
Yeah.
You're not mistaken on that, but usually you'd sway towards the start.
It's been a minute since I flipped a coin for choice or to see your show.
Yeah, I'd pull out my phone and flip it on there.
Oh, do you? That's
I would
funny.
do that. Yeah, here you go.
It's been so long. I remember the last time I did that was in Canada, and we had the loonies and toonies, and the toonie was like the perfect flipping coin, just like a little bit bigger.
Toonie.
They're coins. The loonies. It's a $2 coin.
In
yeah.
Canada?
So the loonies, the $1. The toonies, the $2.
Leave it to Canada.
They're adorable. Their cash is the prettiest cash in the world.
Also, everybody else's cash but ours doesn't rip, doesn't ruin. It's
it's like indestructible. You can't rip it. You can wash it in the washing machine.
Ours is kind of a joke. How
Ours is
easy
like,
it tears.
like a napkin. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, that was the big thing I took from being over in the UK and overseas is
Yeah.
the money, man. It's just
And the different
it
size
seems
bills,
so much better. Yeah.
depending on like the denomination, like they're physically larger. It's always interesting. You've got better accessibility for the disabled for that.
Yep. Yeah, here it's so hard for. I mean, blind people have to have like an app to really be able to decipher what their bills are, which is kind of crazy. You think they'd put some braille or something on them, right? Well, flying high gets the start.
But Memphis Wolfpack pointing ahead. He's gonna stay on the 19. Oh no, he
took a shot. Yeah, just a subtle shot, but he took it.
His eyes tricked me because he'll kind of flicker them up and down, and then I think, oh, he's looking back down. A little bit of pressure here for flying high. He's staying there. He's going to stay there all the way, not messing around. They don't want to lose the advantage. Tough miss there. But at least with the 2 marks, it requires 3 darts to get ahead if he doesn't hit the triple. A trip 2 single 20 would be fantastic right now. Not going to be able to do it this round. It's just going to stay. Yeah,
big
beautiful.
darts, though.
Good last.
Big 5.
We're at the point where they're clapping every round now. Every round matters. They're at the end. They're trying to get their energy up. But it's been a long match. I mean, you got to think. It's so crazy how much darts is just endurance at the end of the day and repetition. You ever get into those long formats and you just completely lose focus and the will, you know? Like, it's just so long, just the time span.
Yeah, I kind of experienced that in the DPFL matches where you're playing a best of 20. It's like midway through, you're just, what? You know, especially if you're taking a big L, it's like, this is, I caught myself on a big win, not even thinking about the match.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about, like, other things, and
that's what carried you through?
I even was sitting on a checkout of like 48, and I threw it 60 because I was just like not even thinking.
Well, did you bust that round?
Oh yeah, of course. But that's what I'm talking about. Like you get in those moments where you're just like, you're not even thinking. You're just.
Well, that's the best state of mind. Like your subconscious is kind of what's.
It was my best match. It was my best match of the event.
Yeah.
And I had like 3 or 4 times where I messed up, and I'm just like. I'm hitting everything, but
I will say my board awareness is good, but my counting can be off sometimes. So I'll set up the wrong thing. But I'm getting to the point where if I'm really ahead, I have to like change my ego a bit and try to psych myself up just because I'm tired and losing focus.
See, you think about things too much. You're all mental.
It's 1,000% mental.
I'll have that. Like that was just a moment of you know when I'm thinking about other stuff. But yeah. I try to stay when I'm at the line on the match. When I'm off the line, I'm doing other stuff. I don't want to
Yeah.
think about my opponent. I want to look at the ground. I'm on my phone, something.
I need that extra time to like collect myself to then push the thoughts away when I'm at the hockey.
And I think this is where I would, in this format, be terrible, is because I would be so out of focus off the line.
Yeah.
It
A lot of distractions.
yeah,
when you got team
exactly.
play
I'd
and
be
all
on my
these people in the room.
phone. I would be, yes, I want to kind of support my players, but if I'm watching the match, does it hurt me? I kind of want to keep my eyes off my opponent.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't even consider my opponent. It's not that I don't care about their feelings and that they're a human being that's existing, but I'm just not concerned with them whatsoever during match.
Bryson wants to hear a big B. There you go, buddy. Jason Watt saying, you staying for Darts Live? They need a commentator, I'm sure. They actually do not.
No, they don't.
They're going to go
Japanese
no-com.
culture is zero commentary. There's no way they're going to allow that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But, no, if you were tuning in a little bit, no, Will's got something he's got to go home for. So, unfortunately, being in Vegas for a week was already a push. Yeah. I wanted to go there because I know there's going to be so many great players. But
yeah.
time to head home and take care of some things.
We heard Mikuru Suzuki's going to be there. You've got
Boris
Kirschmar.
He's already here. Paul Lim.
Paul Lim.
I mean, so many great players, and I'm sure there's going to be some from the UK that make their run over.
Memphis Wolfpack absolutely gaining the advantage this last leg. They're looking in absolute control here. He's going to go maybe 15 just to open it up. But no, they really have been keeping it very cushy with their pointing. Yeah, Boris is one of my favorite players to watch walking around. He's just playing money games in his free time constantly at these events. He's just
trying to make a buck.
Anyone,
buck.
You want to play best of 5 cricket, something constantly.
I should do that just to get him on stream with me real quick.
Exactly.
Hey, I'll play you over here for $10.
Okay, but the thing is, he's more like $100 a game, like a leg.
That's fine.
Like if not more. I've seen him do thousands on the line.
Oh,
it's
I'm sure.
Crazy.
I'm sure, just like any good
Yeah.
golf bet.
Yeah.
Danny Baggish sent me a request to play pool over the phone for some money. They call him a gambler for a reason, folks.
Oh, my goodness. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's go.
Let's go.
$10 a hand.
It's funny.
The 3 single 15s. Beautiful. Clutch moment.
Sugar says, who wants to play money games with Boris?
Literally everyone.
It's kind of funny. I'm sure there's some people that would just pay just to play him.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much what they're doing.
They want the experience, but however, he does target pros too. I mean,
Oh yeah,
there's a
for
lot
sure.
It's fun for them. They want to occupy their mind and wait. They don't want to be developing nerves leading up to the event. There's a lot of money on the line in those events, so yeah, it's very common on the pro side, especially with the soft tip side.
Well, I could not have been more wrong about my statement of whoever gets to start gets the win. Look at this, Memphis Wolfpack.
They came back on the 19s early. It was just game over.
Needs 2 bulls to gather the win here and push flying high out of this event. Reminder, if you didn't pay your taxes yesterday, whoopsies.
A little too late.
A little too late
Maybe.
for you. Better get that extension in quick.
All right, Carl. 2 single bulls for the win, for the match. There's one. And there's the other one, plus some change. Congratulations to Memphis Wolfpack. They're going to move along in the bracket. That was the 4th place match, right, Will?
Yep, and we got Action Amusements over there that'll get ready to play these guys here in just a moment. I'm pretty sure we'll play on F6 for our 3rd place battle. Folks, you're not going to want to miss this one. We'll be right back with our Team Cricket Level 1 final, or Level 1 3rd place match and final. William Stewart, Jen Mounts, the one, the only, the Turd Ferguson of the bunch, Jen Mounts. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody, to more coverage here of our great time we're having in Las Vegas. Let me tell you, we're having so much fun. We're announcing stuff, we're seeing darts, and we're having a great show on our dartboard. My name is Nick Teixeira, joined by Will Stewart and probably never again Jen Mounts. It's been an absolute pleasure to be bringing you guys coverage of these events, and I'm hoping to continue to bring coverage of this very fun time that we're having out here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying as much as we are. Let us know who you're cheering for, as this is a third-place matchup here in Level 1. Looking at this one, this is going to be that Memphis Wolfpack taking on Action Amusement. If you're curious which one is which, the one with the giant wolf on the shirt would be my guess for the Memphis Wolfpack. So there you go. There's your heads up. There's your sign. As you can see Juan stepping up to the line. Currently trying to regain that point differential. Had a happy accident on that double 20. But only 3 marks on the turn, so 31-point difference gives an opportunity here for Action Amusement to make some amusing shots here. Let us know who you're cheering for, who you got in this one, folks. Again, looking forward to bringing you coverage of all of our shenanigans here in Las Vegas. See, trying to make the 18s happen, but right now having some woes doesn't get it closed. And when we look at Level 1, right, there's a serious thing that we have to consider, which is a lot of the times getting those big 3 marks and 4 marks make so much more of a difference than getting those big, high-octane shots. Yes, when they happen, they can decide legs and maybe even matches. But majority of the time, a lot of matches are decided on the 3 marks that you hit and the 2 marks that you left. You can see the battle still continues on, but Action Amusement has the favor here in this leg early on. But the battle continues on, still back and forth early on in this affair. And this is the breakaway right now. Finds a big 6 mark on the 19s. A great find indeed. You can see James there looking for the fist bump. Does get the fist bump. Now if you're on the 17s, you're looking for a 3 in the bed on the number to make something happen. Gets 2 singles on the 17, and those flights are crossed. Still is able to get in between those 2 darts. Very impressive last, all things considered, but not enough to really turn the tides. Even a 3 in the bed debatably wouldn't have turned the tides in this given moment. You can see the 17s are closed. Moving on, does find a solid 5 mark there. I don't mind the move off the 15 because you're just trying to grab multiple numbers from that point of view. There's a trip 16 and another one to get a 3-point lead. A big 6 to keep them alive in the leg. Good shot there from Rodriguez. Now Action Amusement has a little bit more work to do. Of course, they both want to make it back to this final going on and then eventually to play neighbor bangers. But the 7 mark right in response. You can see that's a great shot there from Action Amusement, who has definitely had the higher firepower. You can see that 4.5 and 4.75 together, so definitely finding success at a 9.25 combined MPR versus right now finding a 8 and some change combined MPR for what we are seeing on the other side here from Memphis. But now, taking a moment, just needs 216 to continue to push on for Action Amusements here in League Number 1.
Pretty good back and forth here. 4-0, 4-7-5. 37540.
Yeah, it's definitely been a good battle, and a lot of strong arming there by the Action Amusements just because of the timing of their shots. But honestly, the fact that Memphis Wolfpack is staying alive in this league, despite the fact that they're going up against a combined 8.75, is a big difference maker in this matchup. So, Will, I got to ask, do I miss all the fun when I'm not in the room?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess so. You miss all the secrets when you're not in the room, too.
And I thought it was going to be me. I thought this whole time it was going to be me. I'm actually happy for once it isn't. And this is why you skip meetings, so you can see these live moments happen. Make sure if you're working right now to go ahead and set up a second monitor and, put it like an Excel spreadsheet over there so that way if your boss walks in, you can just kick that on up. And then otherwise you can be watching the darts, watching the action here with us the whole time. Action Amusement to go ahead and lock in this leg on the next turn as Wolfpack there does not secure the bulls. 3 bulls needed to grab this leg.
Action Dart League certainly would love another opportunity at neighbor bangers here in the final.
Good hat trick there. Definitely showed some serious control in that leg early on. Well, I also have an announcement.
It's not as good, I'm sure. What?
I'm moving into your basement.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out there. You have, so many fun dartboards and games and stuff. I think it'd be good for all of us as a team. Oh, just this in. Also, Jin is going to be moving into the basement. We're going to sectional it. Get, a divider. He's so fun. Oh, just this in. Jin is now getting divorced. Carl, to get things going here for the Wolfpack, does find the trip 20 on the second dart, but nothing on the last. Filthy Assassin missed the mark on the last dart. Needed to hit at least a single to add the point lead. This gives a little bit too easy, a little bit easier of an option. This man is throwing with a beer in his hand. Will.
That's what we said earlier. It's just the whole time he's been doing that.
That is incredible. That is an athlete. I've seen the chalk. I've seen in local bars the cigarette in the hand. I don't know if I've ever really seen the full beer. That's a rare one. I feel
Pretty good. It's a solid.
Can we get slow mo of how he holds the beer in his hand?
What if it's empty and he just holds it?
Oh man, it could be.
I kind of want to play 40 hands with him and tape it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's a big-time dart there.
And a big-time roar to back it up as well.
Where are we going?
He said, let's go, and then we hear a where we going. This is number 16, by the way?
Yes. 2 today.
Oh, it's been 2. I missed one as well? Yeah. So we're at 17 now?
Oh, I thought we were at – never mind. Okay. Yep, 17.
Well, my 15 line got blown over, too. Dart players, in fact, big fans of the Pink Pony Club. Do you think the beer has to be at a certain level of fullness to be able to be held for proper balancing? I'm stuck on this one. This is phenomenal.
Proper balancing.
If you have too full of a beer, you're afraid of spilling it on your hand while grabbing your darts. Compared to maybe it has to be a half full beer.
He did just take a sip. Look, did he set it down?
Oh. Now we have to see his next approach on the Aki. No matter what, you can at least agree. Oh, look at the dancing back there from Brett. Incredible work by the Memphis Wolfpack in that regard.
This just in, he did set down his brewski.
This is live breaking alerts all day today. The brewski cam. The other tonsillectomy cam, everything else. Yeah, and he didn't pick the beer back up. Let's see how that affects his darts. Finds a mark on the trip. Hangs low. And just 2 singles on the turn. He needs the beer. But jokes aside, this is a really nice point to be, right? You're at the 3rd place match. You fought so hard for so long to be able to get here through the round robin, through first stage knockout into second stage knockout. It's great to see these players be able to get to these moments because it means so much to you and your friends as a team here.
Dennis Sandin says, no, it's full. He does it all the time. We figured. We were just messing. We were just messing. Yeah, Jen actually quoted that, similar like the Canadians where they would take the bottle and in between their fingers and hold it with their darts on top. So, yeah, I mean, it's not an unfamiliar thing.
Fair enough. Hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the way, Jen accurately pointed out, we got a big boom there. That was the second one from Wheeler in this leg. 6.67.
We don't do booms when Sean's not here.
Okay.
So.
All right. What do you want to do instead?
Just that.
Like a sad trumpet?
Yeah.
Our sad trumpet moping into the leg.
No, this is a good back and forth. I mean, Action Dart League having 2 big 9s, and it's not even hasn't given the advantage here.
Yeah, which is a very much interesting invert of the previous leg, which it felt like Action was in control of the whole time. This time, it's really tale of 2 different score lines. 6.67 versus the 2.75 there for Action in this leg has really caused them to kind of get trailing behind a little bit. One more 15 needed for the close. Hits 2 singles on the turn, but gets a close. Job done on that visit for the Hitman.
Carl, nice job. That was Carl.
Yeah, but what's the reference?
Billy Madison. So
yeah.
you don't know.
See, when I hear Carl, I think, Carl, you can't kill people.
Okay, that's
From Llamas and Hats? Llamas with Hats?
I've never heard of that in my life.
And
And none of the chat has either because they're not 12 years old. So here we go.
Llamas with Hats.
1-1.
Can anybody back me up on that? Just one
Nobody's
person. I just
gonna
need
back
one.
you up.
I just need one.
Maybe the 13-year-old in the group will, but nobody else is going to back you up on that, buddy.
Carl, where'd you get all those baby hands?
Billy Madison or Llamas and Hats, whatever that is. Let us know where you heard it. Andre says the wolf is out. Bingo for that big hit. Yeah, that was a good back and forth to fend off the 2 big 9s. That's nice for Memphis Wolfpack.
That's a third reference. Tim Goodwin says Carl from The Walking Dead. Carl! Carl, no!
Ashton
me,
said,
Rick.
I've heard it. Ashton, how old are you? We need an age with that.
My
I've
God.
heard it.
I will say, by the way, speaking of random catchphrases and things that have come about the live stream, I was walking back in from my little break here just now. When I was walking by, ran into Team Spain with Ricky Ticky and Jose. And I just want to say, hey, guys, it's great seeing you. I can't wait to see you guys next year. And they all just go, Ricky Ticky Tango. And then we're just talking about how much they love the people out here and loved what we do with the Darts live stream and give us some compliments there. But Ricky Ticky Tango is Ricky Ticky Stickin'. That's for sure.
It's for sure.
That's
good. Ricky, I'm sure Ricky likes it.
Oh, he was smiling. He was cheesing.
Loving it. He loving it. No, that's great. And this is what you can, these stories that we're telling are just little moments that you can experience by coming to NDA Team Dart. I got to tell you, there's some folks that maybe you only see once a year, but every time you see them, it's like the family's getting back together again,
Yeah, certainly. And as a player, I always felt like that because you make these connections, especially because even if you're playing with people from your same vendor, as this is a great battle going on, you also have the ability, a lot of these players, again, play remote leagues, right? So there's people that you only interact with by playing against them on Dartboard. They finally get to put a face to the name and meet those people that you see online all the time or on Facebook. But this is back and forth, back and forth. advantage to James right now and the Wolfpack for the fact that they have the 20s despite going second. But the standard, incredible in this moment. He stayed up there for more, and he's not even moving. Finds 4 on the 20. 109-point advantage means that trip 19 leaves a shot for the 20 if you hit it. Something that Action Amusement wants to hit right now. Oh, misses on the second. And the third was right there. It looked beautiful, but doesn't collect.
Back and forth of these 20s and 19s we go.
Has anybody in chat backed me up yet? Do we got any backups there?
No, nobody's going to back you up. Carl.
Carl, that kills people.
Oh, my God. Jake, how old are you?
I heard of Llamas and Hats. YouTube was great back in the day. Llamas and Hats, I got you, Nick. Thank you, guys.
Billy Madison's definitely going to win that one over
It's
that.
not a competition.
It's
not a competition.
All day long.
It's not a competition. Why must you hate what you don't understand?
Dad, why?
Bobby, I don't hate you.
I sell propane and propane accessories, Bobby.
Bobby, I don't hate you. I meant
We
soccer,
went
Dad.
We went from what a transition. All righty, leave it to us on our last day.
Day whatever it is. Let's look at this from James. Already finding a great shot and does a big collect there. Finally wins the 20 versus 19s battle with 37 points of differential. Oh. It's going to selfie bomb Jen's phone. She left it here.
She left it here. Okay.
But
let's do it.
I don't think she has the button lock. She's smart.
She's smart.
Good 9 mark there from the Action Amusement team. But will it get responded right back? It might. Carl finding the 18s. Hits a big 7 in response, and the crowd is definitely giving it some stuff right now.
They're enjoying this action between these two teams.
And what a hero dart on the last. Big trip 18 does collect. It's a 10-point difference. And now Action Amusement back out in front of this leg. This is exactly what you want to see right now. A good back-and-forth battle. James gets a point lead back by 6, but misses the hero dart. And you can tell he kind of short-armed that.
The Bearman's 6'3" currently, and he's just going to keep on trucking. Look at that. Single, double on the 16s to take him out. Averaging a 6.25, Nick. Look at these averages here. You have moments of greatness, moments of, poor play in this level 1. That's the difference between this and the Masters. You just the consistency, not as on form as the Masters group, and that's just what puts them in this level 1.
Yeah, that's exactly the difference there, Will. It's not that you can't do what a Masters player can do. Well, maybe not Ricardo Perez, but everyone else.
Yeah.
But no, it's not that you can't do what they can do. It's that they do it more consistently, and when they miss, it's not as bad as misses. I mean, I think we could probably count less than 20 true bagels that probably happened in that elite singles level, and that's the difference maker, is making sure your misses are 3 marks then instead of your misses being 0 or 1 marks. That's what makes the difference between these players. It doesn't mean they can't show some success on the dartboard. This is a great leg for everybody involved. Oh, and look at this. This might be a big shot. Down 2, but with an X on your 15. You stay.
It's such a difficult spot. I think you stay. He took the look.
Oh, my goodness. He does take the look. And what that does is push a 4-3 on the Bulls. Beer in hand and darts ready to throw. Action Amusement grabs the 15. And there's the miss.
There's a big double, though.
This is the moment that you try to set up for, right? Is if you shot that trip 17, it's because you said that Carl you hit 4 bulls. Because you knew the 15 was going to get close. You're telling Carl to hit 4.
There's 1. There's 2.
Oh, there's a chance. Oh, no. Carl doesn't take it. And now one bull needed for Action Amusement to go ahead and take a 2-1 advantage in this matchup.
And they should be able to muster it. Just a bull. And with these score lines, it'll be first or second. Yep, first dart there. What a battle we are seeing here in our third place matchup of level 1. What in the... What are you doing?
You comment down. Where's the...
It's right there.
There
Remember
it
you
is.
pulled it and put it on your laptop yesterday.
How do I plug it back in?
Right here. Let's take this one.
Take this one?
That's a lightning charger. Who gets those anymore? Nick forgot to charge his phone last night, apparently.
No, I just was in a lot of Zoom meetings.
Yeah, that's it. Sure, no.
You know what? I'm going to announce something.
He was in at 6:30 this up at 6:30 this morning to do some meetings, and I was like, "More power to you, but I ain't getting up at no 6:30."
That's true. I tried to be quiet to wake you up, and you're just rolling over there, snoring, probably having gas in your sleep. I'm just kidding. The burritos last night were brutal, though. We'll just keep it real. Like, we got to mention that for a second. Absolutely a travesty. There was some rolling and tooting for sure.
What are you doing, Nick?
I mean, I did it too.
Nick, this doesn't need to go off the charts like this.
That's
buddy.
my announcement, is that the burritos gave us gas, okay? That's
Yeah,
my announcement.
you. Let's keep it to you.
I
Why are we having this conversation
I don't
right
think
now?
you realize what happens when you're sleeping.
Oh, my gosh. It's been a great day here at NDA Team Dart. You guys have a great time. We'll see you next time here on USA.
We're out of here, folks. We're out of here.
Oh, Nick.
Was I not supposed to say that?
No, not on the mic. I'm sorry, everybody.
This is why we don't do announcements on the live stream. At least they'll talk about mine more than the other one now, maybe.
Somebody says, I hope this is an amazing game and this becomes a clip on on Facebook.
I mean, every game they've shot has actually been pretty amazing.
It'll come out, but this is no commentary.
Well, it was
We're
coming
just
out. That
gonna
was
mute
kind of
it
the
out.
problem.
We're going to mute out the commentary in certain bits. We're going to wonder, did they just vanish for half the match? Yes. Yes, we did.
Big
Because
six
of Nick.
on the 19s to get back to the match. I can't believe you talked about that, Will. Juan coming up here looking for 420s. Oh, look at this. Finds 420s and blazes it with a 7.
Yeah, big shot.
Listen, it
I
happens.
can't believe
It happens.
Yeah.
Okay? Sometimes people have gas.
Stop it.
Big 7 right back there from Action Amusement.
Well, if you folks can't tell who the kid is here.
Hey, I'm happy to talk about llamas with hats and bad gas. I will sit here and be paid to do that if I have to.
Somebody put a compilation of Nick's best moments together. All righty, 360
Best compilation gets $100 for me.
360 plays 323 here. Action. If they can hit a triple, he'd be tempted to take the look here on the 20s.
Does he take the look?
No,
No, he didn't even consider it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have at least thought he would take at least a chance there, but to each their own.
Given what we've been seeing in this matchup, Will, it's honestly been a lot of moments where it's very dedicated. I'm here to point to this as my job, followed immediately by these big moments of attack, and seeing these hero shot after hero shots.
We gotta get a little video of him. Yeah, we gotta get one of those confidence ones going out for him.
Point lead regained. Should be able to still find the trip on the left side, but it hits on the right. It's one of the guys in the Dart jersey, if that helps.
Way to go, Nick.
That's what I'm here to do. Add a little bit of spunk to the mix.
What a big-time shot. You can see the roar. You can hear the roar, I'm sure. Big double to take away those 20s, and Memphis Wolfpack has got to find a new wedge here.
Yeah, just 3/18 gives opportunity for Action Amusement to continue finding actionable moments like this. Personally, I still think the safer shot is to stay on the 19 until you find a trip. If you find a trip at any point, you can swing that 18. If you start there, it's risky, but not if you find the first start trip. Now just do whatever you want. Never mind. Now you should bail. Does bail. Big 6. Action Amusements might be taking this 3-1.
This is quite the display from this team so far. And like I said, they're going to be wanting to make a return to play Neighbor Bangers in that final. And that was a good back and forth battle, so they'll be looking to try to put the pressure on and force that double dip.
Now onto the 17s, trying to get the close. Does find it. That's 2 numbers up and a 108-point advantage. Juan is going to need to carve out an opportunity right here. It starts with a big success, and then a misstep by the other team is step number 2.
Yeah, this is all in the hands of Action Amusement here. They've got the 19s, they've got the 17s, they got a 100-point lead, Nick.
Yeah,
just
this is
keep on
great.
trucking.
Trucking away they are. Pull the horn 2 times and move on to the potential finals here. This is some great stuff that we're seeing, and this is going to be a good performance from Action Amusement that they're going to need to replicate against the Neighbor Bangers. Oh, that's a good performance right there. Little honky tonk from Will Stewart.
Well, you play some music that's worthy of it, why not?
That's fair. No, honky tonk away. You are my favorite honky. On to the Bulls. Not much left that Memphis Wolfpack can do.
Honky tonk man.
That's it. That's you and I.
Bulls needed 3 of them, to be exact, for the win. There's a double. There's another one for the win. Action Amusements does it as they advance to the finals, where they will play Neighbor Bangers once again for our last match of the feed. And just, I'm saying that because based on the other levels that I've seen, everything's going to pretty much end the same time. So here we go, folks. Action Amusement will take on Neighbor Bangers. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be our last match of the 2025 NDA Team Dart. Share this around. Let them know. Let's go. One more time.
One time. Also, someone send Febreze to our room. We need more, please. All right, guys, we'll be back in just a moment.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store With over 10,000 different products, we create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Dude, what's up? That jersey is awesome. You look like Peter Wright without the mohawk. Thanks, man. I got this from Flashpoint Designs. Can you believe it cost less than $50? We got jerseys for our entire team, including Bubba, who wears a 9XL. Oh, best part? It's got a little pocket for our darts. Nice. That's pretty cool. What's even better is that we had our order in less than 4 weeks. I thought they were kidding, but Flashpoint Designs really does make the best jerseys on the planet. I would certainly agree with that. Heck yes!
Starting in darts can be really daunting, so we're going to take you through some of the basic equipment to help you improve your game. There are three main parts to the dart. We've got the flight, the shaft, and the barrel. There are thousands of different selections on offer, and we're going to take you through a select few. We're going to start off with the torpedo dart, one we associate with Luke Humphries. He used this kind of dart because it lightly flies through the air. He's not got that sort of abrupt throw that other players have, and it just suits his style of play. The second dart we're going to look at is the parallel dart, and this is a very common design for me. I feel this is a good guide for starting off in your career. The likes of Michael Van Gerwen and Darryl Gurney have gone on to be very successful using this style of dart. It's one I started off with as well, and it's been perfect throughout my career, and it can suit most players' styles. The last set of darts we're going to look at is the specialist range, and obviously there's thousands of different options in this range, but it's one I'd associate with Peter Wright, obviously a player who's craving that perfection. Different styles will make his darts land different in the board. Obviously it is a dart that suits the more advanced player.
For nearly 40 years, Horizon Darts has been the go-to source for dart enthusiasts worldwide. From top quality brands sourced globally to our very own Laser Darts, the makers of the legendary Black Widow dart. Laser Darts has been scientifically proven utilizing XRF technology to stand as the highest quality darts in the world. And with our lifetime barrel warranty against breakage, you're guaranteed lasting satisfaction. Not sure which dart is right for you? Try before you buy with our lending library option. Visit our showroom, give us a call, or shop online at horizondarts.com.
Dart weights generally vary from 20 to 30 grams. From sort of 20 to 23 grams is the more professional advanced route, and that is generally because it's a smaller dart, there's less surface area, so it gives you that option to be a lot more accurate. But going on from there, if you're starting out or at an intermediate level, we recommend a dart of kind of 24 grams and above because it's just got that bit more direction to the board. We're going to talk about grips on darts now, and there are lots of different options for players out there. Particularly when you're starting out, I think it's key an aggressive grip just to help you get settled with your style as you're beginning in the sport. We're going to look at the different styles of grip. I've used this dart as an example here. I think this is a very common dart for a lot of players. It was one that sort of suited my style, not too aggressive and at quite a slim barrel, but it is personal preference. You've got to feel really comfortable where you hold it. If you're just starting out and you maybe feel like you need a bit more grip, there are these aggressive style darts out there. There's plenty of grip in the middle, but like I said, it's where you place your hands on the barrel and you've got to feel comfortable.
What is the purpose of the Vertex stand? This product is made by Winmore, and they have solved 3 different problems. Number 1, when you don't want to permanently mount a dartboard. Number 2, when you can't drill into your walls. And number 3, when you want to travel with a dartboard. Not everyone wants a dartboard permanently mounted into a wall. Perhaps you just want to bust out the dartboard occasionally to entertain friends or family. The Vertex stand is perfect because you don't drill into the wall, you simply lean it against a flat surface. This is easily the most convenient product I've ever seen that you can set up or tear down super fast for portability. In minutes, you can have everything packed and ready to go with you for your next darts tournament or a friend's house or even camping. You can lean this bad boy up against a tree. On top of all of that, I love the idea of being able to easily travel with a dartboard. This thing is awesome. I was given it just to review, but believe me when I say it is not going back to A to Z Darts. They can try to pry it out of my hands.
The second one we're going to look at is the integrated setup, which is the flight and stem all built in together. As you can see, it's got the perfect shape. There's no fiddling about like with the classic where you've got to pull the flight in and out. But again, it's down to your personal preference. Looking at dart cases now, and we've got one here. This is very important when you're going out to a dart tournament to have your spares in there, your flights, your stems, your spare barrels, points even. It depends on your preference, a dart player. Myself, I tended to use a smaller wallet. I didn't like to have too many options and stray away from what the basics were. I'd have things like the odd set of stems, set of flights. But like I said, these all come in different sizes. It's down to your personal preference, but it's good to be equipped when you are playing darts.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at AZDarts today.
Dude.
Go ahead.
Welcome back, everybody, to NDA Team Dart 2025 for our Level 1 Team Cricket Finals. This should be a great matchup here on Bangin', was it Bangin' Neighbors? Neighbors Bangin'? Neighbor Bangin'?
Neighbor bangers.
Neighbor Bangers. And Action Amusement.
Leave it to Nick Teixeira.
Well, I normally have it written in front of me here, but we have some of our stuff starting to get packed up. But this should be a great match. We were just spoiled in that third place match and looking forward to seeing the next one.
Yeah, Neighbor Bangers do have the advantage, being that they have the seat. Big time start. This Action Darts team, Action Amusement team has, they have this spike going for them. They're going to be tough in this one, I think.
This man goes on his tippy toes when he throws.
Yes, he does.
That's very interesting because you talk about like where shoulder and elbow position are, and so when you have kicks, you have to also see the players that do have kicks in their throw typically will keep their arm level. It's very hard to do that on tiptoes. That is awesome, by the way. It's a great post.
Well, I think these 20s will go here. Pat, just give me a little insight here. Pat said he's been competing for upwards of 40 years with darts. And that gentleman behind him with the buzz cut, it was those two are the ones that predominantly went around and did that. So they said they used to dominate some doubles events back in the day.
That's awesome to see.
Yeah, so good to see him still kicking and being a part of the same team. Oh. And the addition of a newcomer with Trasher there behind him. He's actually only been playing for upwards of a year or two is what he said. And to be already in this level 1 group and throwing what he has been throwing is nice.
Yeah, certainly have to agree with that. What's really cool to see with these players here is just the fact that they have been playing for so long and had so many different life experiences that led them to still loving the same game. We talk about this a little bit, but darts really does know no bias. You can be anybody and play darts. You can be anywhere and throw darts now. It's one of the most exciting parts about the game. It's just how ubiquitous it really is.
Fake Sean Green made sure to come and take a picture with us, too, so we'll have some laughs with that one down the road.
Yeah, it's Timu Sean.
Timu Sean.
Timu Sean. Or Timu? Timu? Did we ever do
Timu.
Timu? Timu.
Timu.
Dougie Doogie. Doogie Dougie.
Dougie Fresh.
Dougie Double Dip. Now, we have to put a little bit of a note on this matchup in the sense that Action Amusement really played well in that third place match. So they're kind of coming off a heater, and it's curious to see if they're going to be able to keep that energy or if Neighbor Bangers will continue to perform like they did in the king seat. Point lead is regained by Neighbors, but Action Amusements here. Going to try their best to get back in control going to those 19s. Does get away from him on the last.
Yeah, it does. So Neighbor Bangers I mean, same option. One at the 18s, and you can close the 19s, or the opposite. I mean, it's a little tight knit to do it, but you can get away with it. There's the close, up to the 18s. No go there.
You can hear some pep talks going on in the background. These teams really want this one because this is about pride in this scenario. But look at this. Action Amusements. 1 mark, miss. 1 mark, 1 mark, 2 mark. They're absolutely falling off the wagon in this given moment. And gives a huge opening here for the neighbors. Contest the 17s. Yeah, this is the right shot. Good close on the 17s.
Somebody out there was like, "Come here, come here." I thought they were talking to
Yeah,
us.
I
was like, "What the what?"
I thought they were trying to talk to the gentleman throwing the line or something. I wasn't sure what that was all about.
Threw us off for a second. Big 48. Pads to keep it even Stevens here. 2-4-1.
Now, it does make this interesting because the score lines are even, but you have the close on the other numbers. Personally, with having the higher numbers, I'm trying to bet one of these numbers. I'm trying to say, this is the final. I have the seat, and I don't want to take a risk. I don't need to take a risk. Why would I take a risk? There's the trip 18. Moving back. Does move back. I wish you would have stayed. If you find the first start trip, you're moving all the way from the 18 to the 16, then move all the way back to 18. It's a lot of movement, a lot of room for inconsistencies to arise. Staying at that 18 there, at least for the first two, would have been more fortuitous. But still, job done in the sense that it helps save your numbers from getting attacked. 5 mark answer, though, from Action Amusement, who are coming back alive in this leg.
Need to find one big scoring triple. Perfect guy to do it here. There's the closure. Interesting play, but it's working out.
It was a hero dart that ends up reigning victorious. It was a lot of risk there and not a lot of reward, but the reward is still found. 10-point difference. Now pushes Action over to the 15s. Going to be trying to play there. Now, if I find 4 15s, I'm probably popping a single 17 on the last. Oh, maybe he stays for the bed. Yeah, he stays for the bed. Like the position of the dart. Not last one was right there as well. Beautiful 7 for Action Amusement.
That gives him a 50-point lead here.
And same thing here if I'm neighbors, though. I really don't want this to come to any kind of scenario other than me having the advantage to go to the bowl. I'm pointing for a majority of the circles, not all of it. Needs to find at least a single on this last. Finds a trip on the last there. Big find for a 40-point lead.
Taking just a second. Every dart's so meaningful here in this final, isn't it? It's just, you've been fighting for 3 days here to get to this moment. You don't want to just let it slip through the cracks.
No, certainly not. On top of that, you don't want to be the guy that tries to that lets down your team. And now, in an actual team dynamic, you're not letting down your team just because you struggled. But that being said, you're still going to be thinking about that front. There's the most pressure, the most living and dying on every dart that you can see is this final here, this position in this bracket, this moment in this matchup. That's when you feel it. That's when your heart's beating out of your chest. Taking a look. Does nail it. Beautiful 7 there for the neighbor bangers.
Excellent shot. Excellent shot. No, you can't do that. Don't be stealing my German
you taking them home?
Harlow's. Yeah. Those are both mine. You ate your 2.
I ate one.
Yeah, Dason ate your other one.
Dason's
Give
not
me-
my responsibility.
I'm just kidding. No, you're good.
I'm going to have just a little bit.
At the time where Vegas is going to get a little interesting tomorrow.
Why is that?
Well, WrestleMania is this weekend here in Vegas. So you're going to have your wrestling freaks coming in here and just bombarding Vegas.
More chaotic bunch than the Dart players, you think?
Nah,
Probably less.
Nah, probably less. Let's be honest.
Our Dart players like to have some fun out here.
What are you doing?
No one would know if you didn't talk about it. No one would know.
Yes, everybody knows. We can hear it.
All right, burrito fart. I love working with you, Will Stewart.
I hate working with you, Nick. I absolutely hate it
I want you to know that.
because you just tell non-truths on the freaking stream
That one was true.
all the time. All the time.
That one was
All
true.
the
I don't
time.
think you realize how true it was.
Oh my! What?
Just kidding. Here we
Stop
go.
it! For the love of God, please stop.
2 pulls needed before I get sent back to my room here.
You're gonna send back to Florida. That's all it is.
That's where I was going anyways. Misses the bull on the last, but no game shot available as it's a 60-point difference in this matchup.
You really need a double and single here, or 2 doubles. There's one. There's another. Good shot to at least push 2 darts here. Single 18 gives him a look. Gets the 18. Takes a shot. Gets it. Neighbor bangers 1-0.
Yeah, great shot indeed. And in fact, banging the opposite of the neighbors. They're just hitting what they're aiming at.
They've had to hit what they're aiming at to get to this point of a final, so how
And
dare you tell a lie about your name?
that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, they ain't truthers. And that must mean they're my friends, because I ain't a truther either. But that's just a 1-0 advantage in this matchup. Can neighbors go ahead and continue on with this momentum? Just going to make Sean in here hit the button real quick.
Yeah, fake Sean.
Fake Sean. Is it alternate?
Alternate.
I did not know that. I'm here late to the party.
Hey, no, that's all right. Yeah, it's alternate. So, I mean, a big break is clutch, you know?
Yeah, it certainly is. So to see that and to be able to get the start, find 4 on the 20s, good find to get things going. But there, 3 on the 19s, gets to close, does it the hard way, but still gets there one way or another. How about that massive 6 mark there? Finds the 19s on the close, stays for the aggressive play, and then hits a big trip 20 on the last. Certainly no neighbors found yet.
No neighbors found yet.
No love lost, no love found.
Okay, makes the aggressive play on the 20s there.
Don't like that because all you're saying is hit a 3 mark to your
Yeah,
opponent.
exactly. Hit a 3 mark on the 18s and force me to the 17s, huh?
Now, if this is the real Sean Green throwing, I'd say that's a good bet.
Touche.
Uh-oh. There, finds a trip on the last. Big 4 marks. And now you're up 98 points and have them pushed down. And if you're Action Amusement, you're starting to think, Reggie, we're in a bit of trouble.
I'm sure that's exactly the way they stated it, too.
Pretty much up there.
Not able to close the door on those 17s. So 2 big triples. And they can take the look, and Tracer just making sure. He was ready to go, and unfortunately just comes up with a single. So, yeah, right back in the hands of Neighbor Bangers.
Yes.
I mean, if you're Action Amusement, you don't want to see this go 2-0.
No, you're certainly not the case. Finds the first dart on the 17, trips the 18 again, and then stays there for another. I thought that last dart would probably be a bull or one of the corner pockets, but still a great position to find themselves in. It's easy for your mentality to start to spiral here if you're Action Amusement. You have to stay focused despite it, which is what we're seeing here. Finds a good 6.
There's the triple. And just chugging along. Big shot after big shot. There's a drop dart. Of course, Neighbor Bringer says, "Stomp on it, stomp on it." Having some fun. It's a hat trick, but a little bit too little too late here in this one.
And just 3 bulls needed.
Yeah, do you abandon and go to the 18s now? You do. Yeah, just distance. Keep the distance.
Play it safe, play it smart. There's no reason to stay too aggressive on the bull. Now, that being said, didn't have to move because there is no game shot available, but just because there's no game shot available doesn't mean there isn't shots that still do damage. Last start here to try to add some more points. But this is a moment here for the neighbors. Finds the first bull, is going to stay on it. Oh, but the last one doesn't go, goes low.
Yeah, can't muster the last, but they are okay here.
Yeah, with no game shot available, again, a good stake, especially with the first 2 bulls. It's kind of hard to look away from it in any other way, shape, or form. Yeah, and now 3 clear for 1 bull for a 2-0 lead in this final, Will.
There's the one. Big time advantage for Neighbor Bangers. Yes, this will go back to Action Amusements for their throw in leg number 3. But in leg number 4, this will go back to Neighbor Bangers for the start, and that's where you got to look and say, okay, we could pull it off here.
Just confirming the order before getting up to the line.
That was my first big-time yawn of the week.
That was a big one, too. That was a big boy yawn.
I'm glad we caught it here at this moment rather than a few days ago.
Well, to be fair, the amount of adrenaline coursing through our body the last couple of days with some of these moments has been incredible. And honestly, he's yawning only because my commentary is classic ASMR mode. When I'm not being funny, I'm soothing, aren't I, Will?
I guess so.
Here we go. Action Amusement, what are you going to do in this moment? Falls by 2 to the 18s. I seriously think when you miss by 2 there, your first start hits a single 18, just act like you own it and then go continue to stay on the 18s. Closing a number there is more important because now those 2 single 20s doesn't do anything. You can go up there and just grab 3 20s and make the big difference.
And Neighbor Bangers is going to be thinking, let's jump on this bad boy quick.
Yeah, if they close this 20 and then some, they'll be more than happy. But just closing is enough.
Oh, it's a close.
Well, it just.
But I assume Action will come up and shut her down.
Now the shot here for Action should still be single 20 and 2 18s. There's 4 18s. There's a single 20. But you've effectively started with your opponent hit a 5 mark on the open. They hit 5 18s to start off. Now you get an opportunity at 19s. So the neighbors have an opportunity to have the higher advantage number in this battle. All over the triple, but doesn't go. So Action Amusement needs to spring to action and give us some amusement. Thanks, Porky. Porky's got my back.
That wasn't great, Porky. Don't tell him. Well, Neighbor Bangers need to get to banging then. How about that?
Been there, brother. Amen. Amen, brother.
I'm sure they laughed at that too.
Definitely some pressure on the neighbors, though, because they will, of course, want to get this done here and now. But this leg, which looked likely early on, might, in fact, not be. That dart helps quite a lot, though. Brings it within 2.
Yeah, just looking at some of the chat. Bob Hudson saying Patton Sully been around a long time. Tracer's the newest guy. Yep. And then Chuck saying never thought I'd see Pat wearing AirPods, and it just shows you. I mean, in this atmosphere, if maybe the music's throwing you off, you want something of your own to keep concentrated. I mean, you're allowed to do that in this format. Wear an AirPod. So.
I also advise that anytime we're at a dirt tournament streaming, it's a good idea to put headphones on in case we ever accidentally are too loud.
Yeah, that too. That too. It's not a bad thing to have.
No one's complained about it this year, thankfully.
I think they've been able to hear us here at moments.
But we add to the flavor of the moment.
That's it, I guess.
Well, this has definitely been a fight back from the neighbors. Good tripped out teen on the last there makes a good difference for the Action Amusement team, though.
Let me actually check in for my flight, unlike some of us.
I checked in. I just checked in kind of last place, but I checked in. It's okay. It's only a long flight.
Enjoy your middle seat, buddy.
I like making friends on airplanes.
That's the absolute worst, by the way.
Making friends on airplanes?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. As much as I love talking to strangers, and Will can attest to this, I don't do that on airplanes.
I'll crash out as soon as I hit that seat. I'm good.
Oh, you mean fall asleep? I thought you meant crash out like if someone tries to talk to you in an airplane, you're like freaking out.
No, I'm just, I'd rather sleep than mingle.
Oh, absolutely. If I can't sleep, I play Mario on my DS.
And if that's not the most little kid statement we've heard from Nick this whole time.
It turns out you can play Mario and not be a little kid. I'm just saying it's the same as any other. Oh, if I said Candy Crush, am I cool now?
No.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be cool
not.
regardless of what I said.
Absolutely not.
Still fighting on these 16s.
Needs another.
Yeah, I don't like that he stopped to check to see if the dart was in because the audio cue, I think he was confirming in case it was a misregister. I think he broke his own rhythm a little bit. Still got that single, still got that point lead. Two 19s on the happy accident. And misses the two 16s. Now this is a moment. 4 16s in a single 19 is what I want to see in the shot. I want to see that nice solid 5 mark.
I like your thought process there. Yeah, just a solid little 5 mark. Maybe even a little bit more. Why not bang 6 there? He moved.
Yeah, he wanted to go to try to do the full clean sweep. The only reason I don't love that is because of the mark on the 15. It's still a good shot, don't get me wrong, but it's 22 points of difference. And right now, the 18s, that's 2 single 18s. First start trip gives you a shot at the 16. Is that a good marker or a bad marker? It's a good one.
Big
And that's
time
a
shot.
huge play.
Good 7.
Oof. 65 points of difference. And the trip on the last helps, but only just a smidgen is the official measurement of help, as now 2 16s should be able to get closed here. It's a matter of, does this point differential stay within 25, which it currently is. That first are unlikely. Oh, I don't like that play, though. Gotta just go ahead and pad some up a little bit. It's too much on the line right now.
Yeah, we'll see here. 4 bulls to get the point lead.
And no success found, so no punishment on the bull shot at the end for action. Action Amusement, AA, Ron, going to go ahead and try to get the leg win here.
There's a double. Should be cued in for the leg. There's a single. There you go. 2-1 now. But I said, Neighborbringers are not going to be necessarily worried about this leg. It's this upcoming leg that they really want to have with the start. Now, if they can do that, they'll be golden to get the win here. 3-1.
It's still about crossing that line. It's the hardest leg to win is usually the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're Ricardo Perez, then you throw a perfect game.
Yep, you start
So,
thinking about it.
You know what my biggest tip is I learned in that regard, though, Will? Just
What?
turn off the brain.
Just turn off the brain.
No
and keep
think,
going.
only throw.
It's hard to do, but you're right.
And that's why dart players drink.
And that's a unfortunate start. Only a single. And that's what we said. Once you start thinking about it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, there's a 5. Makes things a little interesting. But now you just have to think you're going against the darts in this leg. Chip 19, the first start, I really wouldn't mind to play at the 20 because you can get a little risky here with the set advantage. But the traditional shot would be to stay down there for at least 6 on the 19s. 5 is the minimum on the turn that you want. Or 18s, either or. Solid 4, but not enough to take away any momentum right now. Action Amusement's starting to ramp it back up here a little bit. They're going for the 1, 2, 3 punch. How about 1, 2, and 3 in the first 2? Where does the 3 go? That's at 20.
It goes for the 20, yep. Just pad the points. And we got a little thought process here as one of the Action Amusement guys yelled and said, hey, take the 19s, then do this. So he took a shot there and then went back up for 2. Good play.
Yeah, very solid, very conservative play. The neighbors make this an interesting opportunity. 4 19s gets you the point lead. 3 gets you right near it. Again, trip 19 and 2 20s is a great shot, but only if you hit the trip 19 on the first. Now you're staying. Still trying to find that triple. And it's just a 3 on the turn. With action, they've been playing aggressive, especially this showman right here on the closes. You can see same thing, 1, 2, 3, but does it in 2 on to the 19s, but misses last start to 20. Look at this moment right here. Your shot matters at everything. This is so impactful for
This is a big one. This is a big one.
Switch for 220s. No, he stays.
I like
Doesn't
this.
get the close.
Ouch. 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 Either way, I mean, this is
scrappy.
this is really scrappy for a leg number 4.
Trip 17 and 220s now gets you the point lead and the close on the big number.
Yeah, that would be the ideal shot here. Gets the triple. He's staying.
Finds 5. I don't mind this stage just because only one dart hand valuing the single on the 17 more than a single on the 20 is your logic behind that shot. But we'll see if that was the right shot or not in this given moment here. I saw that. Oh, Stamp Man.
He's so upset.
He loves us. But yes, he is.
Okay. Big trip. Go up. Go. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't want. That was a mistake. And you have to trip this 20. Oh, wow, what a save on what was an absolute error on the shot.
Yeah.
Somehow pulls it together, and all is forgiven.
Should have gone up. Dart 2.
But still absolutely ready to fight right back. Tied score.
That's
Now
a good
pushed ahead by
shot.
48 points.
That's a great return. You can see he was tied up at that scoreline after a second dart, so elected to stay, hammer the triple, probably the smart decision there. Because if he would have went to the 17s, only capitalized on 1, no bueno.
Solid 4 does get the 20-point lead regained. See some frustrations being shown. Really wanted more than that. We're at the point of blister in the sun where they start whispering for like a good 30 seconds, so it's going to be really quiet out there in the dart hall. It's a great song, but it's just very awkward because it's how quiet it is right now.
Yeah, it's very
We're not
awkward,
far
isn't
from
it?
those players.
That's a big last, though. Trip 16. Oh, my goodness. Back to the 17s? No, he goes 15s. Why do you not go back there?
If you hit it, you win, but if you miss it, you give them a chance.
You have to go back to the 17s for more points. Granted, it was an excellent shot, but, I mean, you just pat it and guarantee that you're going to get a look at the win here, and he gets away with it.
Completely gets away, and now the neighbors are just 2 15s and 3 balls away from a 3-1 win into this matchup. All you have to do right now is close that 15. Don't even shoot the bulls this turn. This is to get you into that first place position. Close that 15 and point. That is your shot here.
Oh, my. Seth, what do you do?
Oh, no, he went for the double, and you just needed a couple big singles. The shot is now left right back.
You've got to go back to the points there, guys.
You just don't need to be aiming at the double there at all. You should be aiming at the 2 big singles. That was the bigger issue
Even
there.
after the first miss, I'd be tempted to go back.
No, you have to close. I do agree with the decision. Because you want to get that advantage. Right now, this is such a big moment. I can't even believe this is the situation on the
He's
board.
going to hit a triple here. He's going to hit a big-time triple, split the difference. Yes, he does.
Big shot there.
Absolutely unreal. But this guy has been collecting. Let's see if he can do it again.
You
Trip
need-
17.
Yeah, you need 3 17s and 1 15.
Oh, that'll
That's
work.
fine, though. But you needed at least a single on the 17.
There, gets the big triple with the last.
Big 5. Is
But
it going to
that-
be
that
enough?
big- I mean, that single miss, and he takes the kill shot on the 15s.
Oh, my goodness. This is a nerve-wracking leg.
This is absolutely insane.
4 15s needed. That's a good smart spot.
Either way, Abby spot.
And now the opening is given right back. Oh, goodness. It feels like Sunday commentary times 11 when it's Wednesday commentary.
yeah. It's Wednesday after the Sunday commentary. All right, here we go. This should go. Singles will do.
Single 15 and then add some bowls. You have to just get this number closed.
Oh,
You have to get this number closed. Does get it there on the last, and that was nervy. It's 4 bowls to 3 and 2 17s in difference. 18 points away. Action Amusement's not out of this yet. They still have game darts here.
living on an edge, man. This is crazy moments.
Oh,
took
and
a
he took the
shot.
swing. So right now, if I'm neighbors, I am 3 in the bed on the 17s. I don't even look at the hat trick here.
And
In
especially
level
with
1,
this
I don't.
guy hitting, but he's going to take a shot at the bull. I guarantee you.
I don't like the look of the bowl. It's too risky. You got start 17s. That adds a bowl, but that doesn't. So 2 bowls needed. 2 bowls, 2 17s is the shot now for Action Amusement.
Absolute scenes here. There's the bull.
Oh my goodness, what a dart this would be. Oh my goodness, and it misses just by a few.
Hey, Pat just says, awesome darts, though, man.
It's
Awesome
still an
dart.
awesome shot. It was
And
3 bowls hit and 2 darts.
Hammer the 17s. Triple. You need 5 here. I mean,
You need all you can get.
oh.
And now just 2 17s needed. This is going to a last leg decider in this first set, Will. Two 17s and
There's
another
no way,
leg.
There's no way he's missing.
Gets it done. Look at that celebration halfway through.
Yeah. Nick will have to bid adieu. He's got another meeting he's got to attend to, so it'll just be me the rest of the way here. I mean, crazy stuff here. That came down to, just pressure-filled moments, really. But I think Neighbor Bangers should have been able to capitalize and take that out, no doubt in my mind. The fact that they were unable to do that could be detrimental to this leg. We'll see. It's anyone's game now. We'll go to a diddle.
I came in at just the right time here, Will.
Yeah, it's interesting moments here, no doubt.
Think it comes down to who goes first again this time?
It very well could.
Yeah. One
yeah.
whole win.
One whole win for Neighbor Bangers here. They will get the start. They've got to have a better start than they did last leg, though. Some hugs, some high fives go around. And they scatter. Will we have a match? Will we not? Are they going to go to the casino? I don't know.
I think the sportsmanship happened, and then they separated. They're like, all right, we got to regroup, figure it out now.
And we'll get underway. Keep it straight. 3 big singles, that will help.
Fantastic 5-mark open on a match-deciding leg. That's got to feel good. Oh, to be that tall. I just love the bottom part of the board. 5'6" myself. Ooh, almost copied the open, but we're trailing behind a little bit right at the start. A 19 close would be detrimental here. It looks like he's looking up for points. He's not messing around. Yeah, I see that all the time. The point ahead early, but you have to commit to that with the second dart, then go for the close. But instead, a lot of people put X's on the house, and it just makes no sense to me.
Well, you can take a look now.
Ooh.
About collects. This has just been gritty the whole time, and I think this one's going to be a lot of the same. Close, tight knit. I think you hammer a 20, take out the 19, and back up.
Beautifully done.
3 singles, but 3 singles will do there. Push him to the 18s.
Maybe he's feeling the weight of the match here, Will.
It could be. Just making sure he feels comfortable. He's going 17s rather than 18s.
I do it all the time. I love 17.
Yeah, I mean, you just mentioned bottom of the board. You're short, so it works.
Hey, though, you got to be confident in it because a lot of times people get a little insecure, like, oh, is anyone going to judge me for skipping over the 18? But you got to make it count. In this position, I would follow the 17, take that away from them, of course. Naturally, he does this.
Yeah, I follow as well. There you
Well
go.
done.
Closes it out.
Well done.
Yeah, if you get the triple there, you bank on some more points. So it's not a bad play. You close out the number and at the same time achieve some more.
Oh.
How about that close there?
Maybe a slip
Gutsy
into the
play?
20, but maybe not.
No, he took that shot. That's a gutsy play.
A bit of a celebration there, like, yeah, make me feel better about that round. Well, it's tighter than we think because of that 20 close, so that was a game changer.
It is. I mean, but if I hammer 17s here.
Oh, he's going right for it.
I mean, this is not a bad play either. But you got to collect all 3. There you go.
And some.
And my thought process, if I hammer the 17s, yeah, you forego the 18s, but you kind of force them to hit a big 6 or 7 to really make it meaningful. But in that instance, I mean, he's got a 60-point spread now, pushing him to the 16s, only 2 singles. So, hey, this is looking promising for Neighbor Bangers.
It was a gutsy move with the X on the 17, but yeah, I mean, we look at the skill level. Yeah, we can pop out a 5-mark, 7-mark here and there, and that was just a very timely shot.
He committed all 3. I'm surprised. I figured after the second he would go to the 18s or 17s there.
A lot of times we do see people struggle with the 16-15 though, so kind of playing off those odds. It's a very different once you get past 20 through 17.
It can be. Those numbers can hurt, but they can also be a saving grace for some players, where they can really stand their ground and turn things around on those numbers.
I've seen it more on the bull than anything at different skill levels, more so in the elite level. Oh, great last start.
Huge. It puts them up by 124.
They got to be feeling comfortable now.
Sorry, 114. Yeah. My apologies. Yeah. It's always 10 or like 1. 10 or 1, you're off.
Yeah, exactly. That's the other team's job to bang the neighbors. An untimely miss there.
This is certainly swaying towards Neighbor Bangers for 3-2. Reminder, they do have the hill, so if they can pull off this leg, it'll be over in our level 1 team cricket finals. Go back to a point. Keep the distance spread. I don't know what. I mean, yes, you're ahead by a good amount, but in this circumstances,
Just guarantee the win.
just guarantee
Yeah.
the win.
Yeah, I agree.
They're not going to fault you for grabbing that extra little bit.
Wow. Great dart, sir. He's
Only-
trying.
Only been playing for like a year or two.
I heard that.
Yeah,
I
just
heard
playing
that.
really well.
One of the many people that complain to me they're so sick of seeing my commercials pop up. No, everyone's
Commercials all over my YouTube right now.
Oh no, board awareness. Oh no, but partners yelled at him 15-15. It's okay. He's got 2 darts left, and he does it. Hey.
I love Action League saying, "Let him keep shooting at it." Gosh dang it!
You know what? Of all the times to lack the board awareness, that was all right because he recovered. He didn't falter. That could have been rattling for some others.
That's funny. Let him keep shooting at it. So tense out there, but at the same time, they're trying to have a laugh or two. But this Action Dart team is all over the place. They are literally walking.
Yeah, they're
circles.
circling around like
We just
seagulls.
look at this.
They're all spread out.
Oh my gosh. Back to it. The Bulls for the win.
Oh, it'll take one more round.
Yeah, and he just gives it away there pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should do it.
Beautiful
It will do
dart.
it.
Congratulations to our neighbor bangers, our level 1 team cricket champions.
Yeah, big time stuff for them to get the win here. Congrats to Action Amusement. They take home second place here. Of course, they're going to feel a little upset. They want the win, but not everybody's going to win. There can only be one.
There can only be one.
Or in this circumstance, there can only be 6, 7, because there's 7 levels. All righty. Wow, just great stuff. We're booking year number 5, NDA Team Dart. That's crazy, isn't it?
Is it
Year
really
number
year
5?
number 5? My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
because we missed 1 year to COVID. So, yeah, that sounds right.
Isn't that nuts?
That is-
2021, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
That's unreal. But that's going to do it for us, though. We're gonna shut down. We got a lot of work to do in the cleanup side of things. But hey, next year is going to be May 7th through the 13th, right back here at the Westgate Casino.
Save the date, folks. It's rock and roll themed. It's
Oh,
going to be a fun one.
That logo is killer. I'm digging the new logo for next year. As we always have a new theme, and yeah, that rock and roll theme is going to be epic. So maybe we can even convince them to bring in like AC/DC or something.
quick little live band in the background. Screw the
Yeah,
jukebox.
That'd be good.
No more Chaperone. then.
No more
Yeah.
chaperone, unfortunately. But
Well, I got to do some damage control with the old wife Hannah while we
yeah, you
sign
got a
off
lot
here.
of
Yeah,
damage control to do,
I'll-
girl.
I'll be busy tonight, but we hope you guys enjoy the coverage. It's been a killer year. We had some viral content captured. I'm definitely banking some memories here for this trip.
This one, I mean, every year it seems to get better and better. This one definitely the best NDA Team Dart we have had so far, and big shout out to the NDA tournament staff for making that happen. All their efforts in the past year have really produced this gold thing that they have here, and especially for all the times to work out the way that they did. I mean, early brackets, moving from that paper to the mobile side, really working out. The other side of the street where you no round day 2 round robins.
That's
The
right.
bracket play really, I think, pushed forward, and I think it was more exciting this way. Yeah, I mean, big things from NDA Darts. And speaking of, NDAdarts.com is where you can learn more about this program and get involved. Definitely want to head there and do that.
Make sure to look out for all of our match clips coming out over the next couple of weeks. We'll bring back the action if you missed any of the major events. We had incredible singles, doubles, quads play, and the international challenge as well. So, yeah, give us a like and a follow at USA Darts, Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming out, and including some of our other events that we have broadcasted. We'll pump out some more clips from there, too. So, yeah, keep you entertained here, folks. No doubt about it, USA Darts. We're going to bring you steel tip and soft tip action throughout the year. One last time, like, follow, subscribe if you have not. We'll be bringing the darts action from the U.S. here in 2025. But thanks for watching, folks. We appreciate it. We'll bid you adieu here. Good day, good night, wherever you are. Take care.